Welcome into the Penny Gymnasium in Farmingdale, Maine for a matchup you don't see every day, and in fact, a matchup I don't think we've seen any day. And COVID seasons have made for some strange partnerships, and this is one we're looking forward to, the Mount Ararat Eagles and the Halldale Bulldogs. Not separated by too much a road, but they don't play in the same conference, and as far as I know, have never matched up. Even going back to those mid-Maine conference days, I don't think the Eagles remember that mid-Maine conference. So this might be the first time they've ever faced off in a countable game. I'm Rob Kennedy along with Rob Munsing. We've got both games today. Junior varsity game starting things off, followed by the varsity around 15 or 20 minutes or so once this JV game is complete. So right around 2:30 or so will be the varsity game.
Yeah, Rob, the girls are playing. They started at 10 and 12. So anybody with some updates on those games that have been watching, that are tuned into us now, if you've got an update on the girls game from Topsom, let us know.
Sure, I'll get a text from girls head coach Jared Richmond once that game is complete. It's a big one for the girls as far as heel point positions are concerned.
Sure is, and now that those mean something, Rob, we'll talk a little bit more about that as the game goes on.
Mount Ararat in blue starts off with the basketball. Luke Spooner, Casey Bergeron, Isaac Wheeler, Alex Martinez, and Brady Merrill in the starting lineup. Bergeron handling the basketball. Isaac Wheeler driving to the hole and close, but no. Rebound yanked down by Keegan Belrose. Belrose and Grafe Clark starting today with Aiden Beal. Clark and Beal both wearing 15. I'll tell them apart for you. And the Browns, Nick and Zach in. This is Nick with it, or Zach with it, excuse me now. Nick, number 5. Dribbles behind his back. Beal had a chance for the 3. Didn't want to take it in that occasion. Brown will oblige, though. It's offline, the rebounds. Bounces to Bergeron from Mount Ararat. Eagles back in the front court. Spooner had a little daylight on Zach Brown. And right into Grafe Clark, however, though, makes the block. Brown with a shot. No good. Zach trying to get the rebound. Couldn't pick it away from Luke Spooner. Brady Merrill, also listed on the varsity roster, number 21. He'll see some time in both games today, starting here in the JV contest. Wheeler's lane cut off. Bergeron forced back, guarded by Aiden Beal. Merrill ran right into Belrose. The reset to Spooner for 3, kissed off the glass.
Pretty kiss.
Quiet Jim, I think I heard him call backboard on that. 3-0 regardless. Belrose. Baseline to Beal. Beal trying to go backwards with it, sandwiched between 2 Eagles. Bergeron coming away. Bergeron into the paint. The fall away goes. Boys from Topsom, Bowden, and Bodenham have the first 5 points. Nick Brown almost had it stolen by Wheeler. They switch off. Bergeron on him now. Pass goes all the way through the paints. You don't see every day. No one aware that ball was going through. Usually a hand gets in on that. Nick Brown. No way pass. Brady Merrill. Clark almost lost it to Bergeron. Regained possession. Clark trying to use his speed. Serpentine move to the hole. Belrose on the block. And he'll use his strength to draw the foul and get to the line.
Yeah, nice take here by Bergeron. Watch him go. He starts into the paint, up and reverses, and down for 2. That was a pretty move by Bergeron.
The foul on Alex Martinez. First foul of the game. Keegan Belrose gets one more. The first one rattled out. Couple subs in for Halldale. Brenton Lucas checking in. He'll take Nick Brown's spots. And Belrose will be replaced if he hits this. Which he didn't, so not yet. The Bulldogs still looking for their first points. Bergeron. Spooner baseline. Isaac Wheeler, a little bit of daylight. Partially blocked, a little too much contact from Brett Lucas, I believe. See if it's a 1 and a 0. Referee's got to get used to the scoring table being over here. It's actually on Grafe Clark, 15. Oh, I think. Could be in. Could be an Aiden Beal 15 as well. It's hard to say.
Yeah, that we don't know, do we? Huh?
Yeah, we'll give it to Clark. Ryan Ahern comes in. He'll take Belrose spot. One out of two from the line for Isaac Wheeler. A 6-point advantage for Mount Ararat here in the early going. Great to have basketball on a sunny Saturday in February. Normally, of course, it'll be tournament action.
Yeah, we were talking about that, Rob. You and I would be up to our eyeballs in games today from the Augusta Civic Center, of course, from other venues around the state. And
I think this is the day it starts 8 o'clock in the morning with one of the Class Ds. Girls or guys, I forget, but it's an 8 o'clock start. And I always feel bad if that's Forest Hills or Valley having to come all the way down for 8 o'clock. I'm sure they come down the night before in that situation. Pass for DeVuru, picked off by Bergeron. Spooner, the scoop. 2. 5 points now for Luke Spooner. Brenton Lucas. Yeah, that held on too long. It's a carry.
Yeah, we'll see the Spooner move. We could call that the Spooner move right here. This is kind of a Spooner shot, little flip up and lets it bounce around. A nice sweet touch and down it goes.
Nice give and go. Tremendous finish by Casey Bergeron. He and Spooner have combined for 9 of the 10 Eagles points. Brown's trap, got it away to Clark. Lucas was all by himself if they could get it to him. It was a tough pass all the way across the floor. Ahern was stripped, but not legally. Martinez, we called for the foul. That's 2 on Alex Martinez.
Yeah, shout out, Rob, to all the officials working and their short staff. Dave Turtelot doing a great job as the assigner, trying to get all these games covered, but it's a Herculean task, and thanks to the guys with the whistles and gals.
Clark, Ahern, 2 Eagles there. He lost that tussle with Bergeron. It's a jump ball. The Bulldogs will keep it here. They have the arrow. Caleb Russell has just checked in for the Eagles for the first time.
So it's so hard, Rob, to even reschedule a game. You just can't say, okay, we're open, we'll schedule it. You have to call in and find out if they have officials for a particular date, AD Chris Ranslow was telling me.
Quick hands, Isaac Wheeler. And in pursuit, Brenton Lucas will make sure that Wheeler doesn't get to the line. It's the first foul on Lucas. A traveling violation called against Zach Brown, who just saw go down to the hardwood. Nick Brown back in. He'll take Lucas's spot. Dana Lawrence over on the Halldale bench wants a timeout, our first of the game, and why don't we step aside for a break. The Eagles off to a great start here on the road, a 10-0 lead over Halldale on Munzing Media.
Feel like cooking dinner? Call Capsa's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
Busy week for Munzing Media coming up. The next game will be a middle school contest. That's on Monday, Halldale Middle School boys. And they will be battling Winthrop, as you see. Then girls basketball on Monday nights. That's a Halldale Gardner tussle over in Gardner.
Yeah, weather looks dicey for Tuesday, so there's, as we talked about, considerations to what they're going to do. And one of the options that may be looked at is taking the boys game as well and playing a boys-girls doubleheader on Monday night. So that's a possibility. Lots of things in the pipeline.
It's a Tuesday scheduled game. Quick release from Luke Spooner. It's a little too strong. course, tournament considerations coming now
Right,
for the folks in
right,
Kennebec, Somerset, and Franklin counties, which we'll talk about in our next break. Next time someone's on the line, we'll discuss that. Devereaux trying to battle with Bergeron. Bergeron stuck to him. Zach Brown back to Nick Brown. Brown looking for a way by Spooner. The open man Ahern will take the three. And the rebounds gobbled up. Brady Merrill on it again. There's Merrill. Aiden Greenleaf, number 3 in the contest. And the shot no good. Devereaux, I think, got the hand in there. Ahern was close to the play, too. I think it'll be on 2-4. No, 1-4. It is Ahern. Told you he was close. He'll get the foul, his first. Bergeron will get one more. One out of 2 at the line. An 11-point lead. A foul away from the play. Aiden Greenleaf, who just came in, picks up that foul. See if the Bulldogs can open their account here. We get toward the late stages.
Uh-oh.
Went up too high on a frustrated Nick Brown. It's been that kind of first quarter for the Halldale JV so far. Greenleaf. Chonko works to the line. There was some contact there. It didn't matter. And Chonko scoring over Ahern. That's his first 2 points. Brown trying to do a little too much. Casey Bergeron picked his pocket. Devereaux is back. So was Ahern, who made the block.
Yeah, nice hustle play by Ahern, coming back, put his head down, and ran to the spot.
Keegan Belrose back in for Halldale. Grave Clark will come out. Parker Lord just came in as well, 23 from Mount Ararat. Good hands by Greenleaf. He's trapped over there, needs to get away, and found Nick Chonko. Chonko the last to touch that. The Bulldogs will take the ball. Brown. Devereaux. They pick him up real nicely. Nick Dyer's shot won't go. Belrose the putback. No. How about Ahern? Can he get up? He does and hits.
Well, there's a couple of good hustle plays underneath that time to get the lid off that basket, Rob.
Brown almost stole that from Greenleaf. Greenleaf trying to turn to that left hand. Nick Chonko. Bulldogs get the ball back here as well. We're talking about that tournament.
Got a graphic, Rob.
We'll take a look how that's going to work. Yeah, Maine Basketball Rankings releasing this and breaking that story yesterday afternoon. And see what's said here. A 2-class tournament. A, B, and C, D. Games not being played at the Civic Center in this situation. The legislature is meeting there. We play at the higher seeds, and March 2nd and 3rd, all the way through the 10th and 11th. So that'll be a lot of fun. Good to give the kids something to play for.
That was a good scoop the Maine Basketball Rankings came up with. Got everybody buzzing yesterday morning.
And it's been talked about for a while here at Halldale as far as that possibility going down, but good to see it official.
Yeah, Munzer Media will be covering, of course, our schools, Halldale and Gardner, for any of their tournament action. But, you know, if they get knocked out, we'd be entertaining other possibilities. So, any other schools watching.
Ahern has all 4 Halldale points. Gets the steal and takes it all the way himself. Parker Lohr. Devereaux almost got that. Chonko now with some space. Didn't realize Belrose was there, though. Strong rebound first by Caleb Russell for Ararat, then Belrose for Halldale. Brown. He wanted to let that fly. Had Greenleaf there on him. Brown in underneath, tangled up. Caleb Russell, I think, was the kind of unaware player, just had his foot in there.
Here comes the Ahern finish. Good strong take to the basket by Ahern right up through the defender and put it home. He's got all 4 points, as Rob told you.
We have Clark in, coming back in, taking DeVeru's spot with just under 23 seconds remaining. You see the time. That is official as we're synced up to the clock. Clark with a shot a little too strong. Ararat with a chance for last shot here in this first quarter. They scored the first 13 points. See if they can end on a high. Nick Chonko to Ben Chonko. And a foul called on Ahern. That'll be 2 on Ryan. I think Ryan was hoping for a traveling call, but it didn't come. I got Belrose. Ahern thought it was on him. He held his hand up. Bulldogs would rather take that because that's just
good trade-off.
Belrose.
Good trade-off for the Bulldogs. Coach Lawrence likes that.
Ben Chonko gets one more.
Dana started his coaching career as an assistant guide and went down, did a nice job at the Wiscasset program, made them a tournament team, and now he's up here working with Coach Renslow.
Foul called again. Belrose again, most likely. Nope. Not been right on who the foul's been on.
Point five. Point five's tough.
That time it's Ahern. Yeah, you got to get the ball away, and it's not going to happen. Outside of that, though, a very successful first quarter for the Mount Ararat Eagles, a 10-point lead at the break. 14-4, you see the score. Back to the second quarter in Farmingdale right after this on Munzing Media.
The culture in PNG is very different. It's very special. Everyone is very collaborative. Everyone is very honest, and they want to help you succeed.
I work with a good group of people. A lot of experienced people have been here for many years. Some people that I work with have been here for 30 plus years. You have the tools to learn, the necessity to drive you forward, which are great.
I'm getting my needs met career-wise. So I'm getting the leadership experience. I'm getting the coaching that I need to move on and move up.
The greatest aspects of benefits we get here. You know, we get health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, and it's all keys in. That's worth something to me. Along with the pay, I know I'm going to have a paycheck at the end of the week.
All deal with the possession arrow as we start the second quarter. Bulldogs down by as much as 13, in fact, with 13 first points scored by Ararat. Halldale's chipped back 3 of those. Clark at the free throw line had the opportunity. That's no good. Andrew Calhoun the rebound. Jump ball on the arrow for the boys in blue.
So if you're wondering why the Bulldogs are playing the Eagles here, it's got to do with the geographical locations of how this regional schedule is set up. So different times, different schedules.
Thought they were playing for the honor of who gets to claim Colin Roy.
Yeah, there you go. We should call this the Colin Roy Cup.
He was the AD at Mount Ararat and then later on at Halldale as well, both for quite some time. He has history with both schools.
Yeah. Well, great athlete here at Halldale was Colin, then teacher, coach, and administrator, and then went to Mount Ararat, ran their Class A program, and then came back here in retirement, kind of semi-retirement, took a part-time job. Wasn't part-time here, Rob, is what Colin did when he came back out of retirement, I believe, from Mount Ararat. So, and now he's fully retired. He's probably golfing today.
He might be. Isaac Wheeler on one end, answered by Nick Brown on the other.
Yeah. Nick with a good take.
He's been waiting for that shot and finally got it to drop. Owen Brigham just checked in at the start of the second quarter. Belrose. The Bulldogs can break here. Brown ahead to Clark. Got in a little too deep. Ahern, though, tough follow. Yes. Ryan Ahern has 6 now for Halldale.
Yeah, Bulldogs clawing back. They've got this thing in half.
Give and go. Bulldogs sniffed it out. It's Ahern again. Ryan Ahern Whose foot did that go off? It was Ahern's, I think, and it was.
Here's that Nick floater right in there. Nice soft touch.
Ahern leading all scorers with 6 points. Casey Bergeron and Luke Spooner both with 5 for the Eagles. Andrew Calhoun. And took a little too much bounce on that pivot foot.
Yeah, I think he changed the pivot feet right in front of the official. So
Zach Brown back in. See if the Bulldogs can chip away 2 more and get it back within 6. Dyer into Belrose, who muscles his way in. Bergeron coming out of the scrum, still has the basketball from on Ararat. Brigham, the 3. Just a little bit out of his range. Not much, though. It was on line.
he got a smile under his mask, I can tell, because his eyes are lit up, so he's smiling, but you can't see it. He knew. He went. It's one of those ones you let go and you go, oh, no.
Didn't realize I was quite that far away. Another step forward, that's my shot.
Yeah. So usually what you do there, if you're the player there, you try to take a direct route back on defense away from the coach.
Usually the way you want to go, yes.
So good news for the volleyball players around the state, Rob, as they get the okay to start their season. They're going to have a 10-match season, 5 home, 5 away for all the teams. And in the scheduling will be geographic, just like we've gone through since fall, winter, and now, I guess, what are they calling this, the tween winter season or the late winter season? Or I think if they're calling it the late winter season, it's going to go.
It's the brunch of sports seasons.
Yeah, there'll be a little bit of overlap between the end of basketball and the start of the preseason for volleyball. And that'll obviously affect some of the athletes because Gardner has volleyball and Lizzie Gruber's a terrific basketball player and equally terrific volleyball player. And I think there's several of the girls that also play. Emily Grady, I think, is another volleyball player. So, it's going to be a little bit of a transition for the teams to figure out how to do that. But I know they're just really, really happy there, and we'll see what we can do with coverage for volleyball. Not promising anything at this point, but that's a nice take.
Sweet shot by Keegan Belrose. Now it's a 6-point lead from Ararat. The Bulldogs continuing to make some gains.
Yeah, Coach Lawrence didn't panic over there, did he? He just called a couple of early timeouts, tried to stem the tide, and now his kids are coming back playing a lot better.
Merrill shot, no. Belrose aggressive on the boards. Waldale inching closer. Let's see what they can do in this possession. Brown slices. And it was out of bounds. Brown tried to save it, but it'll stay Halldale basketball. Casey Bergeron, I think, was the Eagle who got a wing on it.
I get what you did there, Rob.
It was subtle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Can't fool me, I'm old.
Brown in that long rebound. And just ran out of space on that sideline. A pass bound for Nick Dyer.
Yeah, we love our spot here on the stage, but sometimes we lose the very corners, as you can see down there. It's kind of hard to get down there.
No, they didn't have TV broadcasting in mind when they built this place back in the... It was renovated back in the 90s. I know that. I'm not sure when it was built.
Certainly not streaming in mind, that's for sure. We were doing games back here for state cable that we used to produce ourselves and put on there back in like 04, 05.
Bergeron made the steal. Defense, Zach Brown forced the miss. Nick Brown to Zach. Belrose, they're trying that route in the block again. Saved. Zach Brown kept it in Browns, but Bergeron brought it up. Brady Merrill off the glass for 2.
I think it was back in the Caitlin Laughlin days, about 05 and around that time frame, Rob? That's just about when you were coming back over here, right? You came here, 06 or so?
Oh, I came to Halldale in 99.
Halldale in 99. Okay, so you were here for those.
Nick Brown another 2, so the teams trade baskets. 6-point lead again.
I think I had my timing right there, right?
Oh, yeah. Ben Laughlin played in the 05 team that won a state championship, and Caitlin was right behind him, the 06 team that won a regional title.
But the girls, I was talking about the girls team, too. Yep. Chelsea Dion, yeah. Brittany Bourgeois was on that team, my daughter-in-law. So it's funny, back then I used to struggle with her name to beat the band back in the day there, and finally got it. Somebody said, Bourgeois is how you say that. So.
Yeah, they had 2,000-point scorers on that team, and the problem with Halldale and Dexter that year is that Dexter had two really strong inside players, a couple of girls who were over 6 feet and just dominated the boards, and Halldale didn't have an answer for them. Returned the favor a little bit, I guess. The Bulldogs just blew out Dexter the year before in boys basketball. They've been to the state championships once since then, I believe, in girls basketball, and 2012 was the year.
Yeah.
And they won in 11.
We covered that team. We'll have the coach of that team on doing the color and analyst role here in the next game. Brendan Terrell was the coach of that team. Had Carol Ann Wolfington, who started here and then started Colby.
There's some talent coming through here, and of course with Mount Ararat as well. We'll talk more on the varsity game. Shai Ulrichsen, great player, went on to win a national championship in college.
Yeah, he was a great player.
Luke Spooner. Isaac Wheeler now with the left hand. Bergeron saw a little daylight, switched to the right hand, and that just changed the angle a bit, it seems. Brown baseball style. He does play for the Bulldogs baseball team. At least he will. He's a freshman.
Almost got a referee headshot on that one. That one was sailing down wide. It's like when you release a curveball sometimes and never comes in.
Martinez, the bouncer to Merrill. Got his man in the air. The shot too strong. Aiden Beal comes away. Beal. Down low. That won't go for Nick Dyer. Bulldogs came very close, just shaving two more off this deficit. They've never led. Tough take, but a successful one for Luke Spooner. Nice shot. That's Isaac Wheeler on the bucket.
Yeah, back-to-back inside moves there. The Spooner one was a nice move. He's had a couple good moves. We've got a replay queued up on that. We got a second.
Dyer. Under 2 to go here in the first half. Nick Brown inside. Martinez went up to Sky for that rebound and take it away. He had Zach Brown right there with him. Great hustle to keep that alive by Grave Clark. Unfortunately for him, it ends up with the Eagles again. Merrill, not an easy shot, and almost cash it in. Foul call. They haven't had one of those for a while.
Here's Spooner with another good take. That's the second one that he's gone down. He had the Spooner shot, as we called it, the kind of the underhand roll in there early in the game. That was a good take as well and finish.
Third foul on Alex Martinez. He'll have a seat for a while. The lead double digits once again for Mount Ararat. We've had both Mount A's come to visit here this year at one point. Mount Abrams been down. A little further for them to travel, coming southbound. Dyer's shot, no. Beal saved it. Ahern can reset. And Aiden Beal didn't realize he was so close to the sideline. It's Ararat basketball.
Yeah, well, we've already had Mount Ararat on when they were over at Gardner, so
Right.
That's a rare opportunity for the Mount Ararat fans to catch them a couple of times in action here in Muncie Media. I know they're streaming their games down there at Mount Ararat. I'm not sure if they're providing commentary, and certainly all the schools are trying to do the best they can to get the games to the fans.
Ben Shanko. Merrill. Bulldogs held that in. Ryan Ahern. Ararat and Gardner, at least one point was, maybe still is a more common matchup in the KVAC. A few of those games down at the old Mount Ararat gym, which we'll talk more about in the second game. Ahern drew the foul. Let's see if it's a 2-1 on Brady Merrill, and it is. Just the first on Merrill. Ryan Ahern at the line. He's got a couple. We'll get one more. Bulldogs 0 for 3 from the line. 0 for 4 now on that shot. And the woes continue. Last shot chance from out Ararat here.
Yeah, we'll see if they milk it here. They should. They've got a decent lead here, 10 points.
Bergeron's in no particular hurry. Then Chonko with Ahern. A little trouble, but escapes. Luke Spooner. Look to the clock for a moment. 6 seconds to go. Bergeron goes in underneath. Here's the chance of the buzzer. Chonko, too strong. Mount Ararat will have to be satisfied with a 10-point lead here at the half in Farmingdale. 22-12 is the score. We played 16 minutes of basketball. Teams will take a break, and so will we. Back for the second half coming up on Munzing Media.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their health care just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
JMH Associates is a boutique financial and management consulting firm that can provide customized solutions for your business or personal affairs. We can provide management expertise to your small business, personal financial guidance, and organizational structure for your personal and business needs. This will allow for better communication and execution with your other financial partners. We help establish businesses, we'll help you start a new business, and we can provide IT support for your business needs. We are JMH Associates. We're proud to be associated with MunzingMediaSports.com. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munzing Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munzing Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
I'm retired United States Army Staff Sergeant Travis Mills, formerly of the 82nd Airborne Division. In 2012, I was injured in Afghanistan due to a roadside bomb. It took portions of both arms and both legs, and through Walter Reed and 19 months of intense recovery, I was able to build myself back up, learn how to walk again, drive again, and take care of my young family. Since then, I have decided to be on the road speaking as a motivational speaker.
Life is all about perspective, all right? So for me, it's real easy. I gave a lot, but I didn't give everything. When I think about my situation, I'm lucky to be here.
When I was on the road speaking, I was hired by CBU Benefits. Ray Valley and Brian Heath brought me in to speak at one of their forums.
After hearing Travis's story, I was compelled to move forward with our relationship. We specialize in reaching out to employees and employers, explaining to them the value of supplemental health coverage. Accidents, cancer, critical illness, disability, and sometimes even death are events that happened in our lifetime.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage they need because their healthcare just didn't cover it. After talking with Ray and Brian, telling them how much I really appreciate what they're doing, they decided that it would be just an awesome partnership if I became part of the team, not just as a spokesperson, but as an actual partner in the company. I have a message for everybody about supplemental benefits because I feel like everybody should be protected from life's unexpected events.
Accidents do happen. I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
Leavitt Hornets have established themselves as one of the leading football programs in the state of Maine.
Goes it down, he's got his man wide open down the seam, going to be 6. Touchdown Hornets, just what the doctor ordered.
And the Hornets know when it comes to fundraising that Maine Athletic Fundraising is just what the doctor ordered.
So here we are today at Leavitt Area High School, and I've been working with Coach Hathaway. This will be my 9th year kicking off his team. They're a great program in the state of Maine, and I enjoy kicking them off every year. They've got motivated kids, and they do a real good job with the fundraiser every year. I think you guys are ready to roll. What do you think? Yeah. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
You got it. You're all set.
So we've been working with Maine Athletic Fundraising for the last 10 years with Mark Smith. Mark's been very helpful to our program. The nice thing is we're in the preseason, double sessions, a lot going on, but they come in and take care of everything. You give the players a good talk, pump them up for the fundraising, get them the materials they need and some ideas to sell the cards, and then they get the kids out and go. So it's been very helpful to our program. We've been able to raise thousands of dollars every year, and it helps us out a lot.
Rob Kennedy, Rob Munzing back here with you in Farmingdale. He's taking a look at the Halldale Gym, the Penny Gymnasium. Ararat out there doing their shots between the first and second half, and they were hitting them pretty well in that first half. Got a 13-0 lead out of the gates and a 10-point lead now. Let's take a look at the individual scoring. Luke Spooner leads everybody in this contest with 7 points. Remote Ararat is distributed pretty well as Casey Bergeron and Isaac Wheeler both right behind him with 5. Ben Chonko, 3 points. A couple points for Brady Merrill as well. There's 22 for you. For the Mount Ararat Eagles, Ryan Ahern has 6. Half of the Halldale Bulldogs output in that first half. Nick Brown with 4 of them. And Keegan Belrose adding a couple more. No one in any real foul trouble on the Bulldogs. Ryan Ahern's got a couple. One player to keep note on, Alex Martinez. He started the game for Mount Ararat. He has 3 fouls to this point.
So, Rob, we want to thank the fine people who have made donations to us. I had to make a second list. We had the original list that we were in for a couple of games. Got a new list going up here today, and it's longer than the first list. So we've had a lot of people that have been very generous. And a donation here today I saw come in, having a chance to see who that is. And, of course, that won't be up on our list here, but it'll be added too. But all these folks have made contributions, large and small, so that we can help bring you more games. As we said, we're looking to do some volleyball here. And truly, Rob, as COVID's affected everything, it's affected our budget here for doing games. I normally budget us for Gardner games at 20 games for the whole season, the whole year.
Right.
And we're already into the mid-20s plus, and I'm just doing more games because of the fact that people can't get to the games. Normally, we wouldn't do every single game for the Gardner Tigers, but we've done I think we did 15 games in the fall as it was, and now another bunch of all the home basketball games as well. So we'll look to pick up some volleyball games, and of course here very generous by the administration, Mark Tankin, principal, Chris Ranslow, the athletic director here, sponsoring us, bringing us in to do all the games all the way down to the middle school level. And of course we're lucky to have on staff here at Halldale you and Brandon, and bringing those in, and Coach Morong from Central Maine Community College begging me. He says, Rob, just tell me where the game is. I'll come to I just want to get out and see some basketball games. And Coach, as we knew, Rob, has turned into an instant great analyst. And, of course, Brandon, his coaching and your professionalism and all that. I think we're putting a tremendous product out there for the folks at home. Very proud of our effort. And, we're doing multiple sites. Our Chris Wheeler, who's running the camera today, is working hard on becoming a producer. So it's all good stuff. And we got a busy week coming up. We'll talk about that a little bit more later.
I think I saw Dwight Littlefield's name scroll on by.
Yes,
Is he the Valley High School former coach, Dwight
No,
Littlefield?
I don't think so. I think it's...
Is he a trip up to Bingham in our future?
Dwight is in the local area. I think his grandkids attend Halldale schools, as a matter of fact.
That's the thing about this COVID situation, too, is that obviously we don't usually have all the games from Halldale broadcast, and are during this year because there aren't any fans in the stands, but it's really opened up a new viewing avenue for people who wouldn't normally get to see these games, especially relatives from out of state or former players, alums who watch them, and that's been a real great thing for the kids in exposure, both JV and varsity.
Yeah, so we'll put a little donate button on our Munson Media website, www.munsonmediasports.com is where you'll find that, and the games are going on there. We get games; they go everywhere. They go to Twitter, they go to Facebook, they go to YouTube, they go to our website, they go to Boxcast. You can watch on your big screen TV. I think that's the thing that we've been at this. Rob and I have been doing games together and streaming since the days that we were running cable in the trees to make things work, and we've had a great relationship, and lucky to have Rob bring his professionalism. And certainly that's something that we strive for. The coach in me wants to be the best, Rob. That's so we try to keep it as best we can here for everybody.
Bulldogs with a basketball, and not for long. Luke Spooner with a steal, and he's ahead of the pack. Kissed off the glass for 2. Spooner now with 9 points. We mentioned at halftime he was the leading scorer and extends that a bit. Lead a dozen once again for Mount Ararat. They've led by as many as 13 and did so right out of the gate. First 13 points of the game if you're just joining us. Belrose in to help out. Zach Brown. Clark. Ben Chonko wouldn't let him go. Clark had aspirations of the baseline, but Ben Chonko made him rethink those plans. Beal open for 3. Little too short. Spooner the rebound. Casey Bergeron. Spooner again, yes. He's hitting pretty much everything right now, Luke Spooner. Brown for Halldale, the high arcing 3. Good save by Belrose, just didn't have a teammate there. Almost deflected that off a Mount Ararat player, but Casey Bergeron stepped out of the way. Spooner, why not?
He's been hot.
Merrill a rebound. Strong one, too, for the second chance. Wheeler and Zach Brown tie it up. It's Ararat basketball.
I want to look at Spooner's play here, and I want to make a point. See right there? That's good officiating. The kid's got a breakaway. There was a little contact. He let him go, didn't call the foul, didn't take the opportunity away. That's Ryan Carver out there doing the game. That's a good non-call, as we say in the lingo, Rob, of not calling a foul there by the official Ryan Carver. Let the play go, and Spooner was able to finish it and get 2 points.
Isaac Wheeler, 2 more from Mount Ararat. Belrose, the turnaround from the elbow, no. And soccer, they call it playing advantage.
Right.
See the foul, just let it go. It's better for the team with the ball. Zach Brown on the miss, grabbed by Merrill, jump ball, and Halldale's got the arrow this time.
Because that would have been an on-the-floor foul, no shots, right? Just taking it out. And
it takes 2 points or likely 2 points off the board from Mount Ararat.
Exactly. So you kind of don't call that too early, see what happens. He got away from the contact and went in, laid it in.
That's off Aiden Beal, Ararat basketball. We have a final from Mount Ararat today, the girls varsity. Those two teams playing against each other today, and Mount Ararat with a win at home today, 53-37 over the Halldale girls. First time, much like in the boys' game, those programs have matched up. Nice return and finish. Casey Bergeron. Belrose. He's at a tight angle, too, and managed to get it to drop. That's 4 for Keegan. Beal had it, still has it. Who touched it last? It was off Casey Bergeron. Halldale keeps the basketball.
Yeah, here's the give and go here. Bergeron with the finish. Nicely done. Made the pass, beat his defender, laid it up and in.
Kissed off the glass. Belrose tried the same thing and was fouled. Just the first foul of the second half. It's Casey Bergeron's first.
Want to remind all our fans, particularly the Mount Ararat fans who probably watched an earlier game where we had two separate feeds. One feed today, so you don't have to go anywhere, you Eagles fans. Just stay right with this, wherever you're watching it now. The Varsity game will come on after the intermission break. We'll just put a graphic up there, run that graphic, and then we'll be set to go for the pregame of the Varsity game. So a lot easier to find.
1 out of 2 for Keegan Belrose. Ararat quickly back down. Another nice pass. Luke Spooner couldn't finish. That's because there was some contact. Great pass by Ben Chonko to set him up, though. Fouls on Keegan Belrose. Luke Spooner's got one more. And 1 out of 2. There's the putback and the rebound. Brady Merrill wouldn't fall for him. Spooner now with 12 points. A little too high for, I was going to say Graves Clark, but that's Aiden Beal over there. Both 15s on the floor at the same time. Glad they're both sophomores, and I have them in class, or I'd have no idea who they were. No, the same number, and
yeah.
Well, the shoes are different. Beal's got the light shoes on, and Clark the dark ones. That's
well,
the only way to tell them apart.
When Dick Layton and I did the Gardner Halldale JV game last week, that's exactly how we had to know Aiden was with the white shoes, and that's how we identified him. But it's one of those things that happen sometimes in JVs.
Fouls on either Clark or Beal. Wonder if they'll both foul out if they have 5 combined. Only 2 so far, and I think it's 2 combined because how else would you tell?
Of course, if one of them fouls out, he could change sneakers.
That's true. That's Beal on the hardwood.
Nice hustle.
Great save. Beal kept that alive. Dyer hands it back to him. Belrose stolen by Bergeron. Another good, incisive bounce pass.
Oh, pretty.
Finished by Merrill. This Ararat team shot well, but I've been more impressed by their passing. Clark. Got buried underneath. Dyer. A pair of 11s. Isaac Wheeler will pick up the foul. Just one on Wheeler. And Dyer a chance to get on the score sheet from the line. Oh, no, he's not. It's not a shooting foul. Take that back.
So
thought he was in the act of shooting, but I guess not.
Yeah, some of these games, Rob, as we see between the regional classes, result in scores like Lewiston 70, Poland 14.
Yes.
In final in girls varsity basketball.
Yeah, you get some mismatches when it's geographical sometimes. Held ball, the arrow going Ararat's way. $18 is the largest lead I think the Eagles have had. I don't think they've quite hit 20 yet, and they won't yet. Ben Chonko had no idea the ball was coming in his direction. He was looking to get situated up in the front court, and had just kind of done so. When he turned around, the ball was whizzing past his head. Alex Martinez back in the contest. He's got those 3 fouls. Ahern. Ryan Ahern on the rebound off the miss. Will try again. Not an easy shot. Almost cashed it. Spooner the rebound. Here come the Eagles. Chonko lost the handle a little bit, and that'll turn it back over to Halldale.
Want to thank Judith Toll for her donation today, and Dan and Hannah Burden. We'll add those folks to the list that will run in next week's games. Thank you, folks. Appreciate it.
Ahern, that'd be a 3, but a little short. Rebound, Chonko again. But Ahern will be first on the ball, the Bulldogs. They try to reset. It was stolen away, Isaac Wheeler. Spooner. Chonko exploring options. Good work by Spooner to keep that in the front half. Casey Bergeron tried to feed Chonko. Nice keep. That allows Spooner to do that. Just missed. Boy, I thought that was going to drain down through the hole when it left his hands, and it almost did.
Halldale had that little run about mid-second quarter that closed the gap. But then a little spurt by the Eagles towards the end of the second, and a dominant performance coming out here in the third quarter so far, Rob. So that's been the difference.
Wholesale changes for the Bulldogs. DeVero now in. Bretton Lucas, number 10. Beal stayed in the contest. That doesn't go. Belrose off the glass. No. DeVero kept it alive. Lucas won't drop the rebound. The putback, Beal, no. And it stays Halldale basketball. Casey Bergeron was the last to touch it.
Everything but a basket on that multiple possessions there for the Bulldogs, Rob. They really dug in and played hard, and see if they get something to show for it.
How about here? They do.
Yeah, they do.
They might get one more as Nick Brown hits and was fouled. Casey Bergeron gets the foul, his second.
Yeah,
Nick Brown up to 6 points.
Chance for 4-point play, right? Or was it a 2? No, it was a 2.
2.
It was a 2, sorry. I'm seeing it now as I get the replay set to go.
And Brown does get all 3. Spooner. Bergeron. Nice look down inside for Caleb Russell.
Take a look at the 3 by Nick. I mean, the 3-point play. The 2-point shot got fouled, and then he hit the free throw.
Not easy either. He had to really arc that over Casey Bergeron.
Yeah, Bergeron with a good closeout, but Brown with the better look with the arc, as you said, Rob.
4th foul now on Ararat. It's a second on Caleb Russell. Lucas took his eye off it for just a moment. That allows Russell to steal. No good the first time. Cashes in the second. Russell's first 2 points.
Yeah, it's a little stick-to-itiveness there for Russell.
Assistance paying off as the Eagles boys varsity team has just arrived.
They came up in 2 buses today.
And trying to crowd those buses during COVID.
And you can do that on a Saturday, Rob. Probably couldn't do that during the school week.
Brown, 3 won't fall. Luke Spooner, the leading scorer, with a dozen. Trying to make it 14, almost did. Belrose yanked it off the glass. Nick Brown. Lucas. Pass stolen away. Casey Bergeron read it well. Bergeron coast to coast. The fall away finish. Beal the rebound. Brown wants it all. Thought he'd get it. Rattled out. Russell got a man underneath. Went by DeVero to pick up the foul. That's just one on Rishi. Bulldogs now with 3 fouls here in the second half. Neither team anywhere near allowing a bonus. And Russell gets one more from the line.
Yeah, non-bonus situations, an announcer's best friend, Rob.
Does keep the flow of the game going. Eagles now at the line, 5 of 11 in this game. Lucas, the head fake, scores off the glass. That's the first 2 points for Bretton Lucas. Casey Bergeron on the way up the floor said 20 seconds, letting everyone know in his team how much time's left. Ararat, you'd think wants last shot here, unless they had a great opportunity, but the Bulldogs will take that. And they'll get a chance to finish the quarter. Nick Brown, Lucas for three. No. Beal, the putback. Beat the buzzer, just a bit too strong, and it's a 15-point lead for Mount Ararat after three. We'll step aside for a break. Back for the fourth quarter in Farmingdale right after this on Munzing Media.
Hey everyone, Travis Mills, partner at CBU Benefits, coming to you today to explain a little bit more about the packages that we offer. Today I have Alex, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to cover critical illness, why it's so important for you to have it, what it means, and we're going to find a way to get you covered through CBU Benefits.
So one of our more innovative products that we have is our critical illness policy. Now for us it's called Active Care. It's a lump sum product from $5,000 all the way up to $100,000 for cancer, for heart issues. Really, it covers 28 critical illnesses. So we call this our Active Care product. So for just a few dollars a month, you can cover yourself for life's unexpected events of cancer, heart, the 28 critical illnesses, even going into diabetic amputation, Alzheimer's disease. So come over to CBU Benefits and get information about how you can protect yourselves for life unexpected events.
Fourth quarter here in the JV game. First of two in our doubleheader. Boys varsity coming up about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this. Dare I say it's been a fast-moving game with good flow to it? Announcers don't dare say those things all that often. I'll give it a risk today and see. Officials have called what's needed to be called and ignored the rest.
Yeah, and the kids have played good and clean.
Yeah, it's been a clean game. And for the most part, error-free. In a JV contest, you can sometimes be really plagued with mistakes.
Yeah, not a lot of turnovers.
You'll get that in a JV game. It's a learning experience for these guys.
Absolutely.
But with the context of it being a JV game, it really hasn't been an error fest at all. You've seen steals, but not a lot of mental mistakes and not many bad turnovers either way. Brett and Lucas. Feel the outlet. DeVero now. Foul line extended. Tried to force that pass in underneath. Halldale will keep it. Alex Martinez the last to touch. That's stolen away again. Casey Bergeron's had himself a good game. Put two more on the board for him.
Yeah, he's gone right, he's gone left, and he started out very strong, Rob, and he continues to be very consistent throughout this game.
He's in double figures now with 10. DeVero for three, looks good, a little short. Followed a shot nicely, though. If it hadn't bounced off a teammate, he probably would have had a second chance. Instead, they held ball, gives it back to Mount Ararat.
Yeah, that's the spot that we see from the scorer's table there. A lot of those times we see that shot go and we think it's going in. Got a good view.
Couldn't get much closer than Rishi DeVero did. It was very close to sinking the three. Eagles trying to go baseline Aiden Greenleaf. Nice turnaround move to free himself up for the shot. Keegan Belrose grabbing another rebound. Nick Brown. Taking the three. Got his own rebound. DeVero trying another three. Again close, but just off the mark. They've been good looks for the Bulldogs. They've taken those shots, and they should. Just not falling for them. Aiden Greenleaf harassed by Brown, who steals it. Nick Brown was pressured all the way down. Lucas, the rebound. Was hoping for contact. Went down, but no call. Here's a call on Brown, aggressive, trying to take it back.
Yeah, a little frustration there, I think.
That's just one on Nick Brown, though. 4 each way for both teams.
Nick had the steal and went coast to coast and then didn't get the lay-in.
Zach Brown, Ryan Ahern coming back in. Rishi DeVero and Keegan Belrose will head to Coach Dana Lawrence's bench. Some pressure now for Halldale. Lucas almost came up with that. Bergeron alertly held on after the tip. Bergeron, coast to coast, took on Ahern and one. He has 12 like Luke Spooner does. They're both tied for the lead as the top scorer in this game. Brown for three. Rainmaker's a little bit short. Attempt by Brown to keep it in, couldn't do so. Nick Dyer back. He'll take Brenton Lucas' spot for Halldale. And a substitution as well for Mount Ararat. Isaac Wheeler back in. Casey Bergeron. He will sit for now. 19-point lead for the Eagles. Parker Lohr. Oh, nice pass. Blocked out of bounds. The shot by Russell. Ararat will keep that. And these guys have to work real hard on finding the open player and really making those incisive, tight passes work. Said in the first half, I've been impressed by their shooting, but even more their passing. Good steal by Nick Brown. Here's a three by Zach Brown. Followed his shot, had the rebound. Beal spots. He may have been stepping on the line, and he was. He's had the toe on the red paint. That'll give it to Ararat. Bulldogs trying some pressure here. See how the Eagles deal with it. Russell's picked his dribble up. And Laura won't catch up to that.
Oh, that was effective defense that time. Caused the unforced turnover.
Timeout called here. We'll have a chance to talk about some exciting news. If you haven't heard us mention this earlier in the broadcast, no high school basketball tournament as far as the MPA is concerned this year, of course. If there were, it'd be starting today in Bangor and in Portland and in Augusta. But next best thing, I hear a bunch of different counties and areas are doing this, a regional tournament going on. You see the tweets from our friend at Maine Basketball Rankings.
Going to make it a little bigger there.
There you go. Broke that earlier on yesterday in the afternoon. They had a Central Maine tournament with 3 counties. I believe it's Kennebec, Franklin, and Somerset all setting their teams. And there'll be 2 tournaments in all, an AB tournament and a CD tournament. Boys and girls both playing, and as how you see explained, no central location for that. The Augusta Civic Center is taken by the state legislature meeting right now. So the games will be at the higher seed, and they'll use the heel point standings for the seed. So that kind of benefits Halldale, I think, as Halldale's been playing some bigger schools.
Exactly.
That helps them in the heel point situation.
Well, the Halldale ladies got that big win over Gardner.
Right.
Gardner was kind of going through a COVID thing, and they couldn't get their practices going. I think they had 3 or 4 days before they played that Halldale game, and Halldale beat them. We'll have that rematch for you next week, and it's going to be interesting to see how that one plays itself out. But that could be a big win for the Bulldog ladies and get them some home games. If they're home, we'll be here. That's our pledge to you.
Remains to be seen where the boys will end up, too. It's a possibility for them as well. We'll see. Brown, swish.
Pretty.
Nick Brown now with 8 points. Isaac Wheeler. Good speed by Wheeler. He got fouled from behind Zach Brown. One of our Caps' Pizza player of the game coming up at the end of this contest, the Halldale player, judged to be the most valuable player for the Bulldogs. Gets a free 10-inch Caps' Pizza, a one-topping pizza, courtesy of our friends down in Farmingdale at Caps'. We'll have that for you in the postgame between the JV and the varsity contest. Foul was Zach Brown's, just his first. Isaac Wheeler at the line. He gets one more. It wouldn't have mattered if he had made that one, as it was a lane violation called. Brown trying to single-handedly carry his team back into this contest. Tries again and hits.
Brownie's heating up.
He's got 10. He leads the Bulldog scorers. Nice pass up over the top to Alex Martinez. Martinez got 3 fouls pretty quickly in this contest, but he's managed to not pick up another one. Nick Brown a steal. Saw a little daylight there, and it closed up quickly. Wheeler, great hustle. And he got up, kept it legal. Oh,
what a
nice
play.
Parker Lohr off the glass. No, the putback doesn't go either. Foul called as Aiden Beal came away from the scrum, likely on Caleb Russell.
We'll take a look at Nick Brown here. Look at this. Dribbles outside, gets the pick out high. Looks like he's going to go, but he's got that pull-up, and That's an unutilized feature of a lot of kids' games these days, Rob. We really like to see it. Andrew Morong mentioned that a lot in his analysis of kids pulling up and hitting that mid-range jumper.
Mentioned the pick set by Ryan Ahern, too, that Brown used to set himself up for that open look.
Yeah, really good, solid play all around.
15-point lead for Mount Ararat. There is Ahern. Follows his shot. Actually backed up on it first, then advanced and gets 2. The effort pays off for Ryan Ahern. He's got 8. Wheeler with Beal in hot pursuits. A blocking foul call. They'll get Ryan Ahern for that.
Yeah, let's see Ahern here on this. This is outside shot, Rob. Goes around the box out, swoops in, and just is really going to be committed to this play and gets rewarded with a glass and home.
Kind of funny to see, too. He's admiring his shot at first and realized that's short. I got to follow that. And when he did, ran it down. Good block from behind by Zach Brown. That time not quite so legal. Isaac Wheeler heads to the line. That's 7 on the Bulldogs now. Second on Zach Brown.
Here's the games Monday. Winthrop at Halldale Middle School boys 1 and 2:30, and then the Halldale Gardner girls game. That's from Gardner. So we'll have 2 sites going, so 2 different streams overlapping a little bit there probably.
Wheeler got them both. He's got 9 points. Leads 15 again. Zach Brown, Clark. That won't go. Ahern the rebound, the putback. Close, but no. Strong take and the rebound. And Martinez got it and got fouled. Or maybe picked up the foul. We'll see. Yep. He did say blue. Caleb Russell's foul. That one was on me. I heard him say blue and just kind of read it the other way. That's 4 on Caleb Russell. And both teams will shoot in the next foul the rest of the way. Dyer's shot short. Russell on the rebound from out Ararat. Spooner. Clark standing still to force that shot. It's Halldale basketball after it bounces off the back wall. Beal and Dyer, the Halldale backcourt. Beal's picked his dribble up, as you saw. Needs some help. Got it from Belrose. Nice long-range jumper from Keegan Belrose. Usually he shoots him a little closer than that, but showing good range to hit that shot. Keegan Belrose with 7 points. Oh, nifty move and finish by Isaac Wheeler. He's up to 11.
Good balanced scoring by the Eagles here today, Rob. As you go through those numbers post-game, I'm sure that's one of the things that'll stand out.
Belrose again. A little too strong. Had to stop that for a second. Wasn't sure why. Luke Spooner lost his mask.
Yeah, that's...
I think it's one of those situations where, the elastic broke, so he'll come out.
Yeah, he's got to go get he's got to make a pit stop over there.
Chuck Loriot's going to come in for him. Sophomore enters the game. And Nick Chonko will come in too. With 121 ticks of the clock remaining.
Want to thank Nick's family, made a donation today. Nick Chonko's family. We thank them. Watching down at Mount Ararat.
Nick and Ben Chonko, both out there at the same time, I think. They are 10 and 12. Right there in your picture, in fact.
Right on cue.
One of them goes to the line. I guess it's going to be Ben. They were both heading for the free throw stripe. And Ben's standing there right now. He'll take the shot. Grave Clark called for his 3rd foul. It's a 1-and-1 for Ben Chonko. He'll stay on 3 points, but he chased his rebound down and almost saved it. Not much room over there on the side, as you see.
No, it thins out. Some of the old gymnasiums like that. As retrofitted a couple of years ago. Beautiful new floor and bleachers and all. Really a great facility.
Yeah, they kind of colored this place up. It really is. You notice it, too, on the camera, I think. Just the red and the black really jump out.
Yeah, absolutely. The lighting's nice in here now.
Even better with a crowd, of course. So get that back next year, we hope.
Used to have the old sodium lights in here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's like watching a game played in a yellow light.
Oh, my God, awful.
Chonko was forced a little bit by Zach Brown, who got back. Brown underneath the outlet, Beal. Here's Belrose for 2 more. Keegan Belrose with 9. It's been an even game since the start. The Bulldogs were down 13 right out of the gate the first 5 minutes. A 13-0 run for the Eagles to start the game.
Yeah, we got an injury behind the play. I didn't see what happened.
And Nick Dyer's back there. They're taking a look at him. Looks okay, and Ahern will come take his spot.
Yeah, Coach Alonso got a sub in and check him out. Jill Haskell, the athletic trainer here on staff.
Zach Brown called for a foul and all that. That's 3 on him. Isaac Wheeler hits the first. He's got 1 more. Isaac now with 12 points. For the Baker's dozen here if he can hit this free throw. And he does. Perfect. Ahern doubled down low, shoots over Laureat, who did very well defending him. And Laureat's defense is the reason why the Eagles have the ball back. Ahern's been hitting his shots, but Laureat that time didn't give him any space. As we're under a minute to go. Pass over the top, Isaac Wheeler. Ahern blocked that off the back wall. Lucas with 50 seconds to go. Belrose, nice pass. Bullet pass from Belrose to Lucas, and Lucas, the freshman, heads to the line.
No chatter offline we try to spread out these Caps of Pizza awards, so we're...
I got a suggestion. We'll talk at the break.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. All right.
Discuss that a bit. Here's Lucas.
We'll discuss it amongst ourselves.
1 more for Breton.
I had the bright idea at one time, Rob. I thought we'd open that up online and 10 votes. And the more that's one of those ideas that
I'm not sure I'd do that.
It's good in your brain, but as soon as you say it and you see everybody look at you I don't know if that's a good idea, Rob. So we'll take the responsibility.
We'll go a little lengths for a free pizza, Ahern, the steal.
Ooh.
Oh, nice pass to Belrose. And Belrose did great to stop it and smash into the back wall, all while finishing the play.
Well, Belrose is improving in every game with his finishing touch.
He's had a great fourth quarter.
He sure has. This looked like hitting Gronk down the seam for a touchdown.
No spike on the free throw, unfortunately, for Belrose, but he's at 11.
We're going to cue that up for a replay right now, Rob.
Well, it's the pass here and the finish. Watch this baseball pass by Ahern. That was very much Tom Brady-like. And Belrose the finish, and boom, right into the Bulldog logo.
Yeah, the Bulldog's got a concussion now, Rob. He's going to be in the concussion protocol for the next game. He's going to be out. We might not see him.
I'd say Ahern's pass is more Mahomes-like. He was doing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was a great play.
Oh, high arcing shot won't drop for Isaac Wheeler. Close, though. Second opportunity, Nick Chonko. That's blocked. Laureat in the right place, scores for 2. Chuck's got his first 2 points. He's on the score sheet, and that'll likely be it, as Ahern won't get the shot away. So a 15-point victory in the JV contest, 47-32. Mount Ararat with the win. We'll step aside, take a break, total up the numbers, and bring back the Halldale High School Caps' Pizza Player of the Game, all coming up next. A 42-37 win for Mount Ararat and the JV contest on Munzing Media.
Hey everyone, Travis Mills here again, and we're going to talk about the cancer plan. I have Alex, and he's going to explain exactly what the cancer plan is and why it's so important for you to have it.
So our cancer policy covers so much more than people don't even think. It's not just for those critical cancers that you have. Our policies cover everything from skin cancer all the way to the intense things that you're going to need down the road for years and years and years. When it comes to surgeries, radiation, chemo, holistic approaches, it also covers transportation. A lot of people think that just because I get cancer, I can go get treated right down the street. And a lot of times that's just not the case. There's a lot of strands of cancer, and a lot of them don't even specialize in our local areas. So what happens if you have to go to a hospital in Houston, Texas? The Mayo Clinic in Minnesota? Our policy has a transportation benefit that will take you to and from in order to get the best treatment possible.
Thanks so much, Alex. I appreciate that. For more information, visit cbubenefits.com to get yourself protected from life's unexpected events.
Ryan Ahern, our Caps' Pizza player of the game today. And Ryan, one of the top scorers on this Halldale team on the afternoon, got 8 points overall. Strong on the defensive side as well, and you saw him make that really nice baseball pass at the end of the contest too. So here's our Caps' Pizza player of the game, 47-32 win in the JV for the Mount Ararat Eagles. Ryan does get a free 10-inch one-topping pizza from our friends at Caps' Pizza in Farmingdale, which hopefully might put to good use on a Saturday night like tonight's. Let's run down all the scoring in that contest, won by Mount Ararat, and they really balanced it out nicely. Look at this at the top. Isaac Wheeler led the way with 13 points. But Luke Spooner and Casey Bergeron each 1 point behind with 12. So those three totaling up 37 of the 47 Mount Ararat points. Ben Chonko with 3, Brady Merrill with 4, and Caleb Russell with a couple as well. Chuck Loriot on the score sheet with 2 for Mount Ararat. Bulldogs went this way. Keegan Belrose led the way with 11 points. Nick Brown with 10, Ryan Ahern with 8. A couple points for Bretton Lucas as well, and that's it. That's all she wrote for the Bulldogs, 32 points on the afternoon, combined with those 4 scorers. So we'll step aside, take a break. We're going to keep it right here, however. It's not going to be shifting to a different link or channel. We'll stay right on this stream, and in about 15 minutes or so, we'll have the Halldale High School boys and Mount Ararat for the first time, potentially ever. That is on the way, coming soon. I want to thank Rob Munzing, our producer and color commentator today. Chris Wheeler on the camera. My name is Rob Kennedy. Randy Terrell about to join me. We'll see you in a little bit for the varsity game on Munzing Media. Welcome into the Penny Gymnasium here in Farmingdale, Maine. The second half of our doubleheader on Munzing Media. Time for the varsity between the Mount Ararat Eagles and the Halldale Bulldogs. A matchup that doesn't happen in the regular season, and in fact, may never have happened before. We don't think it has. So for the first time, they'll play here in Farmingdale on a Saturday afternoon. The Eagles 2-2, the Bulldogs 3-2. And I'm joined by Brandon Terrell. Intriguing matchup in this contest. What stands out to me is someone's going to have to try to find a way for Halldale to stop the 6'6 junior Brendan Emerson on this Eagles team.
Yeah, this certainly is a unique matchup here in this unique season. As you said, Rob, these two teams wouldn't normally be playing each other during the regular season. Going to be a tough challenge here for the Bulldogs today as the Eagles fly in here. Class A team. Lots of height on that roster stands out to me. As you mentioned, Emerson at 6'6". They don't just have height, but they have height at the guard position, as Henke also goes 6'5" and can handle the ball as well. So that's a unique difficult matchup for Halldale coming into this one.
Both teams coming in off wins. The Bulldogs over Carabec 70-63 on Thursday. Mount Ararat played last night. Beat their cross-bridge rivals, the Morris Shipbuilders, 43-31 on a late lay-in by the aforementioned Brandon Emerson. Bulldogs with the basketball on the pass down low. Too hot for Byron to handle. TJ Wilson, Ian Stebbins, Max Byron, Jackson Leach, and Carter Bork, the Halldale starters.
You already see the length defensively there, Rob, of Mount Ararat getting a hand on that one. Going to be tough going over the top.
Jace Hollenbeck handling the basketball. Carson Taylor, Brendan Emerson both out there. Ryan Robertson and Ty Henke. That's Robertson on the rebound. They'll set it up again. Henke split the defense. Bork the rebound for a moment and was fouled immediately after taking the ball off the glass.
A good position, good rebound there by Bork.
He'll be asked to do an awful lot today, I think, Carter Bork, the 6'5 sophomore.
See Emerson starting out on the inside, 4 out, 1 in offense there for Mount Ararat. Emerson going to work on the middle.
TJ Wilson coming off a season-high 22 points against Carabec last time. Handling the ball for the Bulldogs. There's Wilson again. Does he keep the hot hand? He does. 3 quick ones for TJ Wilson. Halldale would love to get him in the groove.
Good offensive possession by Halldale. Good ball movement. Good shot.
On back outside. Taylor. Taylor doubled, stolen by Ian Stebbins. Byron went down low to Bork. I think they got signals crossed a little bit. You can credit Ty Henke for that. Robertson outside. Hollenbeck swings it to Henke. Henke spins. Had it and lost it. Has it again. Hollenbeck got Wilson in the air. Henke to answer back. Got it.
A quick release by Henke there. Catch and shoot. Nothing but net.
11 points for Henke in the contest earlier this week against Lewiston. But 7 last night against Morse. I'll take a look at that Wilson 3.
See a little down screen by Wilson, then floats out beyond the arc. Late on the closeout. Give enough space to get that one off. Splash.
Hollenbeck picked up by Wilson. Hollenbeck blazed by him. Henke. Rebounds. Hung up high, and Emerson guilty of the foul. The Bulldogs want more of that.
Nice job to challenge that one high by Bork. Made that a difficult shot.
Wilson, the sophomore. Byron. Sam Schaefer in the contest for the Halldale Bulldogs. Good to see him back. He'll get some limited minutes tonight. And Carter Bork, aggressive to the hole, goes to the line. Let's see who this foul is on. It's Ty Henke. 3rd foul on the Eagles.
Carter Bork competing hard here today, the sophomore. Good strong move to the basket that time. Pick up a foul.
And he'll get one more. The Bulldogs have been really feast or famine from the free throw line. When they're good, they're really good, but they have also battled through some cold spells. 1 out of 2. Byron tipped that back, but Carson Taylor, the first one on it from Mount Ararat. There's Taylor again, the return feed for 3.
See the organized fast break there by the Eagles out of the foul shot situation. They get the ball deep in the corner, then hit the trailer for the wide open 3. Bulldogs weren't organized in transition defense.
Wilson couldn't answer, but Bork does. Great position on that rebound.
Bork doing good work underneath, battling with the big guys from Mount Ararat.
Game locked at 6 once again, Emerson. Ryan Robertson back to Emerson. Bork had to reach.
See here in transition. That's Carson Taylor. Nice high release. Holds it with confidence. He knew that one was going down.
Being a three-point shooter is Isaac Ward in the contest now for Halldale. Jackson Leach also in. Carter Bork and Ian Stebbins head to the bench. Actually, scratch. It wasn't Bork. He's still out there. Schaefer came out. Hankey for three, rattled it home.
Yeah, there's your classic screen for the inbounder, baseline inbounds play. Opens up Hankey for the open three-pointer in the corner. Knocks it down.
Wilson. Bork underneath, turns and hits.
A tough angle there by Bork, but he gets it with a soft touch. Nice assist from TJ Wilson.
Bulldogs will need Bork tonight. So far, so good. Bork out on that shot for Hankey. Hankey may have heard him coming. Held ball here. That'll mean it goes back to Mount Ararat. Brendan Emerson taking it away from Max Byron.
Emerson and Robertson, nice job trapping Byron in the corner, not letting him out, eventually tying it up without fouling.
Hankey, the sophomore, in underneath to Emerson. Straight up, great block by Bork. And a foul called on Jackson Leach. Emerson went crashing to the floor.
I don't think Coach Ranslow will mind that one. That's a hustle foul. Trying to get on the floor, trying to tie up a loose ball. He'll be okay with that.
Parker Bate into the game, another sophomore, takes Carson Taylor's spot. A lot of young players on this team. In fact, just one senior. That's Chase Hollenbeck. Hankey, a sophomore, out to Bate. Ryan Robertson calls out some signals. Emerson the screen. Robertson freed up for the shot. It's short. Wilson trying to use his speed. Eagles caught up to it, and Robertson the steal. Look out. Emerson alone for two.
Cool, calm, and collected deuce there by Emerson. Had Bork closing in behind him. Bork smartly didn't commit a foul there or give him an and one opportunity.
Max Byron, little space, trying to work on Hollenbeck. It does. Kissed off the glass.
Getting tough angle shot by the Bulldogs. Get it to drop. Stay within one. Good competitive game here so far, Rob.
Competitive game and some strong offensive skills. 21 points already halfway through this half. Oh, nice pass over the top, and Emerson can't hit the shot, but he did draw the foul.
See Max Byron, strong dribble drive. Tough angle, but kisses it off the window for two. See on that last lob pass, TJ Wilson in position to help. If he falls over on that one, is really his only recourse with Emerson's height.
Wilson's first foul, Emerson at the line. It's a 2-point Eagles lead. Schaefer and Stebbins back in for Halldale. John Martin checking in for the first time for the Eagles. And one more for Brandon Emerson. Had 19 points last night in the 43-40 win over Morse. Leach on the rebound, 1 out of 2 for Brandon Emerson. Schaefer, welcome back, kid. Missed a bunch of games. He was hurt in the contest against Monmouth, and it's a 3. Limited minutes tonight. He's making the most of them.
Immediate catch and shoot from Schaefer. From the wing, knocks it down.
That's got to feel good for him as he's off crutches and back on the floor. Martin kicked back outside. Holland back to Emerson. Emerson just using his size to score.
Yeah, good strong take there from Emerson. Almost have to foul him if you're going to stop that one.
Leach playing pass with Stebbins. And that's out of Isaac Ward's reach. Take a look at Schaefer's 3.
See in transition. Check says, yeah, I've got the space for this one. Bang. Big shot from Schaefer.
Schaefer's back. The Bulldogs still missing Owen Austin tonight. That's a loss as far as the physicality for the Bulldogs on both ends of the floor. That's why Bork and Leach so important tonight. Traveling violation called. Hollenbeck said it's a held ball and didn't get the call. Ian Stebbins forcing the turnover. Mount Ararat by 1. Bulldogs with a basketball crossing the timeline. Ward. Ricky Elliott in the contest, 22 for Halldale. See if they go his way. Blocking foul called before the shots. That's on John Martin. 4 now on Mount Ararat. Parker Bates stuck right to Ward. Ward shook him with a screen. Missed the shot, though. And Bate the rebound. Parker Bate, good basketball player, outstanding golfer. Shot a 76 in the KVAC championship. See what he shoots from here.
That drive went wide of the fairway.
76, though, and that's for 18 holes. I'd be running Jared Richmond to that if he was here.
That's right.
He might think it was 9. Steal by Jackson Leach. Takes on 2 Eagles. And the defense good enough. The Bulldogs have it back. Schaefer's turnaround shot underneath won't go. Here's Martin. Off his foot. Stebbins picked it up.
Another
Stebbins
chance.
Working on Hollenbach. Hits it and he'll go to the line. Oh, a tough shot by Ian Stebbins, and the Bulldogs back in front.
So Jackson Leach just had that same type of opportunity. Couldn't finish the basket. The Bulldogs defense forces another turnover down here on this end. Stebbins this time does finish. Gets the and one. As you see, Stebbins picks it up. Attacks left to right, hangs, absorbs contact, gets it.
Doesn't get the free throw, though, so it's still a 1-point Halldale lead. Pass got away from Hankey. Made it to Martin, the intended recipients. Parker Bate fouled on his way to the hole.
It's going to be on Ricky Elliott.
Wholesale subs coming in. Bork, Charette, and Wilson in for Halldale. Robertson, Emerson both out there. Now Ryan Staples in for the first time. Robertson right back in. Staples first touch of the basketball. Tried to drive. He's got Bate as the outlets. Needs to get rid of it and does. Beating the 5-second call. Jace Hollenbach. Trying to work on Stebbins, the open player Robertson. Bate exploring options. Wilson almost stole that away. Hollenbach back into the front court. Was touched by Stebbins. That's 5 fouls now on the Bulldogs. 5 apiece, in fact, in this first quarter. Just 1 on Ian Stebbins. Hollenbach couldn't put the brakes on in time. You saw that coming. He got himself in trouble.
Another turnover from Mount Ararat. Halldale really cranking up the defensive pressure here in this first quarter. Going toe-to-toe with the Class A Eagles.
Surprised to read the Eagles haven't ever won a gold ball. A lot of good players down there. Most recently, Shai Orickson, who went on to Babson. Played very well down there. Won a national championship at Babson, in fact, his freshman year. Now working with young athletes, I read. He's a 1,000-point scorer for the Eagles. Mount Ararat, of course, moving into their new home this year as well. We'll talk about that later on in the broadcast.
Yeah, beautiful new gym. Good strong dribble drive there out of Carter Bork from the elbow. Gets himself another trip to the line.
Maybe most importantly, the second foul on Brandon Emerson. Bork got the shooter's roll, has another. And Emerson will check out. Brady Merrill, who played very well in the JV game, comes in, the 6'2 sophomore. Bork trying to make this a 3-point Halldale lead in the waning stages of the first quarter. And does. Hollenbach with 50 seconds to work in the first frame. Oh, nice no-look pass. Just bounced off Robertson, or rather Merrill's hands. Ararat keeps this, though. Merrill kind of a wave across, and I should have gotten that one. But no harm. The Eagles still have the basketball. Staples. Many sophomores on this team. Keegan Charette, the foul. Now it's 6 each way, and we'll shoot the rest of the half. After the next foul, that is.
Going to be a lot of foul shots in the second quarter here, Rob, I think.
I think you're right. Eagles get it in. Hollenbeck working on Byron this time. Fade outside, and Bork came right out on him. Hollenbeck with Wilson matched up on him here. Robertson drives, rejected. Ricky Elliott got the paw out.
Nice job by Elliott using the left hand there to avoid body contact.
Charette to Wilson for three. He's got another. No, it's a two. It's a two, Jeff Mertzel says. Either way, a nice long, sweet stroke by T.J. Wilson.
5-point lead now for the home Bulldogs.
Staples outside, Ryan Robertson. Staples, long three. Off the back rim, he knew time was running out. Let's take a look at the last section of this game. It sets up a couple points for Halldale.
A dribble drive here by Robertson. Ricky Elliott says no with the left hand. Leads to transition. Points the other way.
That long two at the break. So we'll keep it right here as we've already kind of gotten into the break, and sometimes we're not sure exactly how long they're taking in between the periods. Let's take a look at Mount Ararat. We talked about their new high school moving into their new gym. I'm sure you've been to the old one before. Did you play down there?
Yeah, the big airplane hangar.
Yeah, the old airplane hangar.
Called it. Sure, yeah.
That's the seal they had at half court of the old hangar, and they've just moved that now to the new gym that I'm looking forward to seeing for the first time. So bringing part of that.
You said that rubberized floor in the old one. Yeah, the big airplane hangar. That was a unique gym in the state of Maine. I'm not sure anybody really loved it all that much, maybe including the home team. So I'm sure they're excited to move into the brand new facility.
Looking forward to seeing that. The entire facility, in fact. I've driven by a couple of times down there on 201, and it's quite the undertaking and quite the project. They built the old school in 73, and now, 40 years later, moving into the brand new one. So it's going to mean an awful lot for the sports teams, too, as the facilities down there getting a major upgrade as well, I think, in all areas, indoors and out.
Halldale girls played down there in that new facility earlier this afternoon, lost to the Mount Ararat Eagles.
53-37, the final score down there. Boys team up front by 5. A lot of heel points on the line. And those will matter as well, which we'll talk about upcoming in the second quarter. And for the Bulldogs anyway, the Eagles, I'm not sure what will happen with them for a postseason. Bork, good move, didn't get the roll.
Jarius Poley in for his first action for the Bulldogs.
Nice take by Ryan Robertson, high off the glass. Wilson into the corner. Leach for three, no. Staples the rebound. Here come the Eagles again quickly. Ryan Robertson. And he travels. I saw Wilson stick the hand out there and then just kind of yank it away. Didn't want to commit the reach-in foul, but potentially that did enough to distract Robertson. Bulldogs by 3 in the basketball. Byron was off balance to receive that pass, and well, he recovered nicely, didn't he?
Yeah, nice offensive set executed there by Halldale. Wilson called out what he wanted. Halldale executed. Little double screen for Byron. Dribble drive, open look. Nicely done.
Taylor for three, kaboom.
Now Ararat says, we'll see your set, and I'll match you with a three-pointer. We get +1 in that exchange.
Carson Taylor excels, and Munzing Media had 15 points in the Eagles' win over Gardner earlier this season. Watch Byron here.
See, off the double screen set. Good strong take to the rim. Finishes. Nice offensive execution.
2-point contest here. And, we have we're talking about the tournament, too. We can talk about our upcoming games as well. And here's what's coming up on Munzing Media. A pretty busy week. Not as busy as it would normally be this time of year on Munzing Media with the tournament not taking place. But we are going to see some games both here and at Gardner High School. Next one for Halldale. Coming up on Monday.
Yeah, we're going to have Winthrop at Halldale Middle School boys here at 1 and 2:30. Halldale at Gardner girls, 5 and 6:30 p.m. on Monday. Of course, vacation week, so the middle school games are during the day on Monday. The holiday, President's Day.
Take a look at the tournament as well. This is broken by Maine basketball rankings yesterday afternoon. A Central Maine tournament, 3 counties, Kennebec, Somerset, and Franklin, I believe. An A, B, and a C, D, as it tells you. And heel points will determine the seeding. So this game will mean a lot for the Halldale Bulldogs. But more importantly, just great that there's going to be some sort of postseason prize to chase for the teams in Central Maine.
Especially this year's senior class across Central Maine. Give them some kind of championship to play for. It's not quite a gold ball, but it might be a Central Maine plaque that they could hang in their trophy case. Some Central Maine team will. Well, one Class AB team will and one Class CD team will. Tell you, watch out for Forest Hills in the Class CD bracket.
Yeah. Watch Forest Hills. There's going to be some neat matchups in the CD, and I'd love to see Forest Hills come into this gym, or, well, potentially you might have to go there. Bork, a rejection, knocked that away from Staples. The putback won't go. This is about as spirited as I've seen the Bulldogs in the first half in a contest. They sometimes kick up the volume later in the game, but they've really come out hungry in this contest.
Yeah, they've matched the physicality from the opening coin toss.
Hollenbeck. Merrill. Won't go, but he'll go to the line. Still funny to hear the words opening coin toss in a basketball game.
So I had to check myself there, make sure I said that instead of tip-off. So we mentioned both teams are now in the bonus for the rest of the half. 6 minutes, 19 seconds of bonus time for both teams.
Fouls on Byron. Seemed that changed on the scoreboard, but it didn't.
Whoever shoots their free throws better in this second quarter is going to have an advantage heading into halftime.
Ty Hankey coming back in. He'll replace Robertson. Isaac Ward for Halldale will give Max Byron a rest. And Brady Merrill, one more shot from the line. You can tie the game with this shot. He almost did. Sat up there for a bit. Wilson the rebound. Wilson, another long-range bomb. That time it's a three.
Stopped and popped. Right in transition. No hesitation. TJ Wilson knocks it down.
Hardly any daylight there, but he took advantage of it. Hollenbeck over into some trouble. It'll keep the basketball. Last touch by the Bulldogs.
See here in transition, Wilson says, yeah, I got enough space to get this off. Hand in my face, doesn't matter. Splash.
Yeah, Hollenbeck reacted a little bit late, but not much. And there really wasn't much more that Jace could have done there. It was just a great shot by Wilson. I guess you don't expect a guy just to pull up and shoot like that. The Bulldogs will take a gift here.
Again, the defensive pressure from Halldale, making it difficult just to inbound the ball there on the baseline. Great defensive job there by Isaac Ward and Jarius Pauly on that side. Prevent the inbound pass.
Chris Ransel already using 10 players in this game. Bulldogs trying to use some depth here. Stebbins. Schaefer on the rebound, just a bit out muscle from behind. Staples knocked that away. Here's Ty Hankey over Bork, who at least altered the shot. Didn't get a hand on it.
They really got up to challenge that one.
Hankey knew he was there, though. Stebbins stops and hits. Halldale by 6.
.4 points now for the senior, Ian Stebbins.
Hankey likes that spot. And he cuts the lead in half. It's 26-23.
Hankey listed at 6'5" in the book. High release on that one. Tough to challenge that three-point spot, top of the key.
Schaefer out behind the arc. Pauly. Stebbins fakes the three. Here he comes. Let's take a look at this last shot by Stebbins.
Gets to the foul line. Elevates. Hits.
Jace Hollenbeck called for the foul. It's a 1-1. First foul on Hollenbeck. Both teams now with 7. Ian Stebbins at the line, and again, we'll see if the Bulldogs, what kind of free throw shooters they are tonight. They were good in the first quarter. Start off cold here in the second. This is for the tie. Just a bit off by Ty Hankey.
You see the Eagles must specifically practice that transition off of foul shot situations.
Hankey almost killed one of his teammates over there.
Have to check the ventilation system up there. It was a rocket.
Might put us out of school for a couple of days. He broke the ventilation. Nice hustle by Ty Hankey, and boy, some strength to fire that up in the rafters like that.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs keeping the basketball. Isaac Ward over in the corner.
So the Halldale bench has really been into this one from the start. You mentioned it, Rob.
Carson Taylor in now. Stebbins. That's Nick Brown coming in now, too, number 5.
So Jarius Poley's also wearing number 5, I
Yeah,
believe.
2 5s out there.
Brown's is that's his JV uniform, but
Right.
usually you have to alter that number somehow. And
No, there were 2 15s in the JV game, but usually, yeah, you're right. You don't see that in the varsity.
yeah, usually in the varsity level they will check the book and they'd call you on something like that, but we'll see.
Well, Paulie and Brown might share fouls. They'll both foul out if they get 5. Difficult for Stebbins in amongst the trees, and Martin. Solid defense for the Eagles. They can potentially tie it in this possession. Hankey's the guy who could do that. Emerson inside. Schaefer tied him up. Which way is the arrow going? Stays with on Ararat. Jarius Pauly wearing 51. I guess they're putting a 1 on his.
Oh, they must have added white
jersey,
tape
yep.
to the white jersey to make him 51. They were one step ahead of me there.
Hankey in the corner. Emerson. Bulldozed his way over Schaefer and scored off the glass. It's a 1-point game.
About all Schaefer can do at that point, fall over, try to pick up a charge.
3-point shot won't go for Ward. Rebound. Bounce back for Bork. And Bork had an advantage over the smaller Jace Hollenbeck.
That's Sam Schaefer right there, sacrificed his body right into traffic to knock that ball to Bork. Ends up with 2 points. Nice hustle play by Schaefer.
Oh, great take. Jace Hollenbeck victimized defensively, but scores off the glass to bring 2 back. It's a 1-point game again.
First 2 for Hollenbeck.
Bork outside. They dare him to shoot off the back iron. Hollenbeck the rebound. Hollenbeck with the left hand into the paint. That won't go. Smallest player out there is Brown. He came in underneath to snatch the ball away. Ward.
If Ward fell over right there, that would have been Emerson's 3rd foul.
Schaefer for 3. That's his 2nd.
Sam Schaefer having an impact in this one. Back from injury, knocking down a couple 3-pointers, making hustle plays. Great job by the senior. Big part of this 4-point lead.
A very entertaining first half. Hankey. Oh, nice look. First one doesn't go. Second one does. And Bork, I like that there, too. That's a situation in other games this season. He would have picked up a foul on that. It would have been an and 1. He contested it, but realized his chance of success wasn't very good.
Nice job to get up to contest without making the body contact on the way.
Carter's been constantly in foul trouble here at home, but not tonight. Not tonight at all. He's played a smart game.
That's the 3rd time in this first half the Bulldogs have tried to go over the top of the defense for that backdoor cut. All 3 times knocked away by the Eagles' length.
Taylor's shot was for the lead. It missed. Let's look at Schaefer's 3. Second of the contest.
Same spot, too, as the first one. Spots up, holds the follow through. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Wilson back in. Jackson Leach in for Halldale. Byron in as well. Wilson and Stebbins round out the 5 on the floor. Under 2 to go and a very good first half. Glad you're joining us wherever you're watching. The alley-oop filled in nicely by Jackson Leach.
Another nice set executed by the Bulldogs. They're on offense, open someone up for an easy 2. Offensive execution.
Swung around, Wilson, quick hands, but knocked it right to Hankey. Robertson drives, he's doubled. Oh, the trailer, Carson Taylor. That was a pretty finish.
Good way to hang and float and finish. Carson Taylor now has 8 points in this one.
Byron, tough shot. Leach ends up on top of Carson Taylor. That's a foul on the Bulldog sophomore.
Say the set executed. Set the screen the screener. Over the top. Way to finish without having to come back down to the floor. If he had, it would have been contested by Hankey. Leach able to catch and finish all in one motion. 2 points for Halldale.
Keegan Charette in for Sam Schaefer. This is a 1-1. Chance for Carson Taylor to tie the game. First order of business is hit the first one.
So you mentioned Bork able to contest without fouling. So Leach down there trying to make a hustle play, but just too physical. He does commit the foul. That allows Ararat to walk the ball down the floor and shoot foul shots here with the clock stopped.
It is a 1-point game. Carson Taylor did indeed hit them both.
Another set here.
That's
Double
tied
screen.
up at 33 as Wilson's fouled. Put that single up there late. 33 apiece is the score, as you see. Robertson called for the block. And now Wilson a chance to untie the game. Parker Bate comes in. The golfer replaces the catcher. Mentioned how good Parker Bate was at golf. Ryan Robertson's one of the top recruits for catchers as far as his junior catchers in the state of Maine is concerned. He's number 12, and he's back in.
Hopefully he'll get a full baseball season in this spring.
Let's keep our fingers crossed for that.
There has been some talk that the baseball schedules will be regional, just like the basketball schedules were, instead of your normal conferences or classes. There's been some preliminary talk.
They'll get to play is the important thing. If that falls into place, let's hope it does. Wilson got two. It's a 2-point lead now for Halldale with a minute to go in the half. Bates, Henke. Bates stayed in. He just went over to talk to his coach, Dave Dubriel. There's Bate right there. Underneath, skied for the rebound and drew the foul. Bates is 5'7", but he certainly went up to get that ball.
See, the athleticism of this Mount Ararat roster has been on display.
Schretz follows his second. Bate, the lefty, gets one more. He can lock us up once again with his shot. Rattled out. 45 seconds remaining in the half. Wilson, they knew it was coming. Leach underneath. Second chance. No, wrestled away by Henke.
Maybe a bit of a quick shot there by Halldale. 46 seconds left, chance to run off some clock. It was a decent shot, it was a close one, but in retrospect, maybe they would have wanted to run some time off here, nursing a 1-point lead before half.
That's what the Eagles are doing. 20 seconds to go. Playing for the last shot. Chase Hollenbeck. Henke again, watched by Leach. Leach out on them closely. Too closely. Let's see how costly this turns out to be for Halldale.
It's going to be the third foul on Leach.
Carter Bork back up to come in. It's a 2-shot foul here as well. That's the 10th foul on the Bulldogs. The game tied. Halldale hoping to get the ball back with 8 seconds left to untie it. Question's going to be, will they be behind by 1? Henke can do that. We stay tied. Charette the rebound, 8 seconds to work. Wilson wasting no time. He'll shoot now. Off the glass, no. Charette had the rebound. It's been a tough shot. Lost it to Taylor. And we end the first half locked up. 35 apiece. A high-scoring first half, though. 70 points on the board between both teams.
Yeah, great battle here so far this afternoon. High level of intensity and physicality. Both benches are into it. You can tell there's athleticism and skill on display from both sides, and it reflects it on the scoreboard as we're tied heading into halftime.
Highly entertaining first half from Farmingdale. We'll step aside for a break, come back with some numbers for you here at our intermission reports. 35 apiece to see the score.
Cooking dinner? Call Caps's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Caps's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsuspizza.com.
The culture in PNG is very different. It's very special. Everyone is very collaborative. Everyone is very honest, and they want to help you succeed.
I work with a good group of people. A lot of experienced people that's been here for many years. Some people that I work with have been here for 30 plus years. You have the tools to learn, the necessity to drive you forward, which are great.
I'm getting my needs met career-wise. So I'm getting the leadership experience. I'm getting the coaching that I need to move on and move up.
great assessments of benefits we get here. You know, we get health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, and it's all keys in. That's worth something to me, along with the pay, and know I'm going to have a paycheck at the end of the week.
When I'm on the road speaking, I'm able to have sidebar conversations with everybody that wants to come talk to me. And I hear about their family and loved ones that are going through maybe cancer, maybe a critical illness, maybe something, being disabled from a job and not having the coverage that they need because their health care just didn't cover it.
I ask that you would allow one of our experienced representatives to come into your business so that we are able to educate you on the value of these very, very important products.
JMH Associates is a boutique financial and management consulting firm that can provide customized solutions for your business or personal affairs. We can provide management expertise to your small business, personal financial guidance, and organizational structure for your personal and business needs. This will allow for better communication and execution with your other financial partners. We help establish businesses, we'll help you start a new business, and we can provide IT support for your business needs. We are JMH Associates. We're proud to be associated with MunsingMediaSports.com. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munsing Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munsing Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Entertaining first half here in Farmingdale from the Penny Gymnasium, home of the Halldale Bulldogs. The first time ever entertaining the Mount Ararat Eagles today, and plenty of points in this, 35 apiece here at the half. I was expecting a game with some points, but perhaps not that many in the first half. This has been exciting on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic game. Back and forth, lead changes. Mount Ararat got up early on. Halldale led for most of that second quarter. You see Halldale on offense executing some sets very well that have led to some baskets. Mount Ararat, a little more freewheeling transition type offense, knocked down some three-pointers, took advantage of some foul trouble to get to the line there in the second quarter, and we end up tied.
35 apiece. Let's look at those individual numbers that Brendan Terrell has.
First for the visitors, Mount Ararat Eagles. Jace Hollenbach has had 2 points, Parker Bate with 1, Brandon Emerson with 9, Ryan Robertson with 2, Brady Merrill chipped in with 1 off the bench, and the team high is tied between Carson Taylor and Ty Henke, both with 10 points in that first half. Pretty balanced attack for Mount Ararat. Henke knocked down 3 3-pointers. Carson Taylor almost matched him. He had 2 3-pointers there in that first half. For the hometown Halldale Bulldogs, Ian Stebbins had 4 points. Max Byron had 4 points. Jackson Leach had 2. Carter Bork has 9 points. Sam Schaefer, 6 big points off the bench. And TJ Wilson is tied for the game high with the 2 Mount Ararat scorers. He has the team high of 10 points there in that first half, as Wilson knocked down 2 3-pointers and Sam Schaefer knocked down 2 3-pointers that we're going to take a look at here. See the first one, step in rhythm, finish high, splash. Second one was just about an instant replay from the same spot on the floor.
Let's say our producer Rob Munzig could throw the exact same clip over again and no one would really notice. It was the exact same shot both times. Turnovers, not many overall. Eagles with 7, Bulldogs with 6. Dick Layton keeping track of that for us on the night. And we hope you're enjoying this game wherever you are as much as we are, whether you're watching on Boxcast, on Facebook. We have some Facebook comments. I saw Sue Dodge was watching, saying she was driving through Ohio. Well, going through Ohio in the car. I hope she's not driving through Ohio. We like you watching Munsing Media, but maybe perhaps not when you're behind the wheel. I'm assuming she's in the passenger seat for that. And glad you're watching us today from wherever you are. Let's take a look at one more shot before we go to our break here at half. It's TJ Wilson for 3.
Yeah, this is in transition. Stops and pops. Quick release. Splash! Gets it right from the top of the key.
See what these boys can do for an encore. 35-35 after one half of basketball. Back for the second coming up on Munzing Media.
It is a true family here. We all work together as a team.
One of the best things about working here is all the different people that you're going to interact with.
What you think matters here. The single best thing about working here is, pretty much everyone around here has your back and is supporting you.
I think you can always find what you really want to do with a company like Procter & Gamble. They tap into your assets.
They really set you up for success and give you opportunities and challenge you every day.
The part I love most about my job is the culture here. I love the family feel. I know that I can count on anybody on the production floor or in the offices anytime. I can count on anybody to do anything or to be there for anything that you need.
We all help each other out. Whether somebody needs to stay and cover, or I've covered at night shift, I've covered a day shift. So it's really definitely that whole atmosphere of the one team. It's like a big family outside of your home.
We're all one team. We work together. If any of us need help, we rely on each other.
This company has treated me well. This is more of a career situation than just a job.
So you don't just have to be a technician if you don't want to. You could actually be whatever you want to be. You can find your niche and fulfill it.
I think you set your own career path here. So it depends on where you want to go in the company. I think the opportunities are definitely there. You definitely come in setting your own goals, paving your own path to how far you want to go in the company. And like I said, the support's there, the coaching is there. From anybody from the beginning all the way up through management.
You come out here to the floor sometimes and you really can't tell the difference. The managers are right there next to us, in the trenches, so to speak, rubbing elbows, and we're getting the job done. We all value each other's input.
I work with a good group of people. A lot of experienced people have been here for many years. Some people that I work with have been here for 30 plus years, which is great for your leadership and while you're learning on the floor, you have the tools to learn, the necessity to drive you forward.
I did actually have a say, and I was able to help coach other people to get to where they wanted to be. And I think that's the biggest thing for me, is the ownership and then being able to help other people to achieve their goals also.
I really like to work at P&G because I have the opportunity to grow as a leader, to build skill, and as a bonus, the pay is really great.
We're definitely up there in both wage and benefits. But for me, it is the people. Yep, we have a great group here.
I think about the importance of my work and how it's helping girls and women all around the country, and that really gives me that strength to plow forward and say, hey, I'm making a difference.
We provide for all of North America. So right here in Auburn, Maine, it's wonderful. I love the fact to say that I work at TAM Brands. I love the fact that we help the community. I love the fact that you can help watch people grow. You can watch people succeed all of their own accord. It's not, this is how it has to be. This is how you're going to do it. So if you're going to succeed, it's because you wanted to, and I can be a part of that.
Switching ends, and the Mount Ararat Eagles will start with the basketball in this tie game, 35 apiece. As we head into this second half. Chase Hollenbeck, Carson Taylor on the floor, Ty Henke out there as well. Brennan Emerson 2, and John Martin are the 5 out there for the Eagles.
Keep a close eye on Emerson here in this second half. He had 9 first half points, pretty good, but picked up a couple fouls, had to sit for a lot of that second quarter.
Coach Dave Dubriel has to be happy about that. His team level, missing their leading scorer. Taylor to the hole. Won't go, and Leach the rebounds.
Over the right hand on the left side there. Couldn't get the roll.
Wilson. Good work by Taylor to stick with him. Carter Bork. See to continue his strong play into the second half. Setting the screen for Stebbins. His shot rims out. Jace Hollenbeck. Behind his back, trying to shake Wilson. Emerson, strong move.
Nice job by Wilson to pick him up on the help defense there, but just the size advantage. Emerson finishes.
Emerson gets 9 inches on TJ Wilson. Wilson can do a lot of things, but I think guarding Emerson's not going to be where they want him. Answer Ian Stebbins tying the game, though. That's soft 8-footer.
Yeah, Stebbins just missed his jumper from that same spot on the other side of the court that last time down, but steps in again with confidence. Confidence not shaken. Knocks down that attempt.
Hankey's pass almost intercepted, kicked outside. Taylor for 3, all by himself, and the Bulldogs pay for that.
Yeah, nice kick out there on the offensive rebound. Taylor really able to dribble, set himself up, knock it down.
Bork. Exploring options. Byron to answer. It's short. Rebound fought for and grabbed by Emerson. Martin in the corner, trying to go baseline on Stebbins, who cuts him off. Hankey sets it up again from on Ararat. Eagles with a 3-point lead. Emerson the screen, and he moved to do it. Let's take a look at that 3 from Carson Taylor. Pretty shot.
Kick out to Taylor. He's got so much space. He's able to dribble once, get his eyes on the rim, get into his shot, knocks it down.
Foul on Emerson's his 3rd, though, on that moving screen, so maybe a costly one.
Yeah, you see Emerson just too hasty to get into the roll action off of that high pick and roll.
Byron, too deep to take that shot. Kicked out to Stebbins. Hankey runs down the rebound. Taylor underneath. Rejected by Bork.
Yeah, great defense again by Carter Bork to challenge without fouling. Blocks that one.
Byron. The handoff from Bork. Pass to Byron from Stebbins. Bork, the touch, the putback. He'll go to the line. This is the best I've seen Bork play all year. He has really stepped up.
Just a great job by Bork on both ends of the floor. You see him here on defense on Emerson. Blocks without fouling. Leads to a turnover. Then on the other end, he battles through Emerson and Hankey both to finish and go to the stripe for one more.
And Dave Dubry on the Eagles will lose Emerson for a while. He's picked up his 4th foul. You won't see him again, you don't think, until probably halfway through the 4th quarter, depending on how this game goes.
He had to sit most of that 2nd quarter. He knew he was in foul trouble, and he picks up 2 in the first half of this 3rd quarter. Now he's going to be sitting for a while.
Hankey trying to get by Bork and does. Wilson knocked the rebound right to Taylor again. Taylor's been the man in the right place at the right time a couple of times, and both times he's burned the Bulldogs, that time just for 2.
So everybody just cleared away from Taylor there to try to go search out their man and left the ball open to finish that one.
Wilson tried to go around the screen. Taylor stuck with him. You've got Hankey on Bork now. Bork got him in the air. Hankey did enough. Picked up the basketball as well. Strong defense from the sophomore.
Yeah, another nice up and under move there displayed by Bork, but couldn't finish.
On back the fake. Kick back outside to Taylor. Rattles it home.
Yeah, hand in his face from Wilson, but Taylor rattles it in. Every part of the rim on that one. Gets down. Taylor's been hot here in the 2nd half.
6-point lead is the Eagles' largest of this contest. Backdoor cut. Leach off the glass. No. Bork almost stole that away from Hankey.
Another good set executed by Halldale for a good shot.
Martin. A lot of contact underneath. No foul either way.
Yeah, both teams were expecting some kind of call there.
Nothing
Just
happened.
kind of stopped playing for a second.
Bulldogs got the balls. They're more happy about it. Bork shot. Yes.
Carter Bork, another tough angle shot from the baseline, short corner. Sometimes you like to get your shoulders parallel to the basket there so that you can get some board, but Bork just a nice little soft baby hook from the tough angle. Gets it.
Over checking on Carson Taylor, too, as you saw. Let's take a look at this 3-pointer, speaking of Taylor.
Kick out to Taylor, hand in his face. Wilson challenged it. Doesn't matter. Rattles around and in.
What more could TJ Wilson do than he did? That was just a great shot by Carson Taylor. Who had 7 points last night against Morris. He's got more than that, I think, in the 3rd quarter tonight against Halldale. Well, thank the people donating to us tonight, Munzing Media, helping us keep these broadcasts online and bring all the games to you from Halldale High School for the high school and middle school games, as well as Gardner High School. Got 4 people to thank as well who aren't on the list. Donations coming in today. These are all the people who donated prior to tonight's game, and we'll Add everyone else to the list for our next broadcast coming up on Monday. But thanks very much to our corporate sponsors and our individual donors. Keeping these games free on the air, which is not the case at a lot of the schools in the state of Maine. We're able to bring them to you free and in HD. Love sometime to visit Topsman, the new gym, and do a game down there. We'll see if that's in our future. Talk to Jeff Godot, perhaps, the AD. They'll play Brunswick later this year. That'd be one to go down and see.
Battle of the Bridge. Always a great contest.
Battle of the Bridge is going to be reconstructed. Traveling violation takes that Brady Merrill bucket away. Win the game, keep the old bridge. I'm not sure who would want it. That's always the one that scares me going across to Bowdoin College. Well, they'll refurbish that bridge. There was some talk about just renovating it, but I think it's a new one that's in the cards. Knocked out by Hankey. Ryan Robertson back in from out Ararat. This 4-point game, the Eagles still lead. The longer they can hold this lead without Brendan Emerson, the happier they'll be. Here's Ward. Usually you see him shoot more from outside. He's got off balance. Robertson back the other way. And the rebound yanked down by Max Byron. Halldale pushes it quickly. Byron stops, pops, short. Hankey another rebound for the Eagles. Hollenbeck slows it down a little bit. Hankey for three, can hit that, but that time off balance and short.
Again, the sophomore, Carter Bork, hand in his face, challenges. It's really the one guy, with maybe Jackson Leach too, but really the one guy on the Halldale roster that can get up and challenge those shots from Hankey and from Emerson when he's in the game. Bork's done a great job of that all afternoon.
Parker Bates back in. Bork has to get rid of this, I think, and does. Isaac Ward. Ward trying to work on Bate. Bate played him well. Almost forces the turnover. Bork outside to Wilson. Long two on the way. Yes.
Wow, tough shot. TJ Wilson falling away, hand in his face.
I was going to say, Brendan, he made that look a lot easier than it was.
A little mid-range jumper. Gets it.
Hollenbeck got by him. Robertson outside. Hankey. Bate was open for a minute for three. There's Ward right there with him. Hollenbeck driving on Wilson. Draws a crowd. Robertson the open player. Martin even more open for three. Love the way the Eagles worked the ball around to set up that shot.
Halldale had worked this lead back down to 2 points from 6. That extends it back to 5 for the Eagles.
Pass bound for Schaefer over his head. Miscommunication between he and Isaac Ward. Let's take a look at TJ Wilson's two.
See, off the dribble, moving left, fading away, hand in his face. Doesn't matter. Gets it to fall. High level of difficulty there. Gets it.
Big possession here for the Eagles. They can extend their lead to 7 or 8, which would be their largest. Bulldogs really could use a stop here. Hankey lowered the elbow. It's a player control foul. Let's see that again. Watch him just drop that elbow as he comes in.
So Ian Stebbins, nice job sacrificing his body. He knew he was going to get all kinds of Hankey on that drive. Picks up the big charge call for his team.
Ward tried to drive. He got by Bate. Didn't realize Robertson was there. Robertson the last to touch, so the Bulldogs keep the basketball. All the way back out to Ian Stebbins. Stebbins into the paints. Won't go, but will go to the line. Little body contact. Chase Hollenbeck called for the foul. That's his second foul. And 4 fouls now in the half for the Eagles. Stebbins gets one more.
Good strong dribble drive there by Ian Stebbins. With the left hand, couldn't get it. Shooting 2, couldn't make the first one count.
Stebbins salvages the second one. It's a 4-point game. Chase Hollenbeck. Bate outside. Gonna go inside. Willing to take on the trees. Nice dribbling Hollenbach and a better pass. Finished up by Ryan Robertson.
Yeah, nice dribble drive there by Hollenbach. Finds Robertson.
Mount Ararat by 6, under a minute to go in this third quarter. Sam Schaefer called for the foul. Let's take a look at this pass and finish.
Yeah, dribble drive by Hollenbach. Kick out to Robertson. Nice little short jumper inside the paint. Gets it to fall. On the other end, we got a moving screen called on Sam Schaefer. It's going to be a turnover.
Just his first and the Bulldogs' first foul of the second half.
Now Ararat has to feel good. They've been able to build a 6-point lead here in the third quarter with Brandon Emerson sitting just about the entire quarter.
He went out early with his fourth foul. Parker Bates. Robertson hit the last one. Not that time. Leached the rebound. 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Halldale wants to eat into this deficit. Wilson's had the hot hands. Not that time. Couple Eagles there contending with Ricky Elliott. That's off Parker Bates' hands. Halldale retaining. Elliott by himself.
Great execution.
They've worked those set inbound plays quite well at times this season, and there's another example.
Yeah, I love the way the Bulldogs have executed their offensive sets and their inbounds plays today. Of course, that's a hallmark of a Chris Ranslow-coached team. Every baseline inbounds is a scoring opportunity, and you see there they earn a wide-open layup off their inbound set.
6 seconds to work. Let's see what Robertson does. Lost the handle. Wilson's got it. This could be a bit of a curse here, though, for the Bulldogs. They'll get the last chance, but just 1.6 seconds. It'll also mean Mount Ararat most likely will start with a ball in the fourth quarter. I don't think you get a held ball in the next 1.6. Wilson needs to heave it. And does. Let's take a look at the inbound play we were just talking about.
See this execution. It looks like it's going to be the elevator door play. That's what Ararat is anticipating. Instead, one of the screeners or would-be screeners, and Ricky Elliott rolls to the ball on the opposite block. He's open for a layup.
Ran the picket fence at him. Don't get stuck watching the paint dry, as they said in Hoosiers. And that time, Ricky Elliott, 2 points. A 4-point lead for Mount Ararat. As we head to the fourth quarter, let's take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment for the fourth after this on Munzing Media.
Junior Trojan Football and Cheering would like to thank Maine Athletic Fundraising for allowing us to build this beautiful facility. We raised $18,000 in our first year with Maine Athletic Fundraising, $28,000 last year, and we hope to top that again this year.
Four-point game as we start the fourth quarter. Let's see which team can kind of come in and take this victory. It's up for grabs for both. The Eagles with a 4-point lead, but still doing it without Brandon Emerson, at least to start, you would think. Next contest coming up Monday. Got a busy day in Munzing Media, as you see. Middle school action first. Winthrop and Halldale boys, 1 and 2:30. And the Halldale girls, a couple of games at Gardner High School. So 4 Halldale games. Halldale Gardner, always a big one on Munzing Media. It'll be a 4-pizza night that night. Some more of those Caps' Pizza gift cards. We'll give out one more at the end of this contest to the Halldale player, judged to be the most valuable in this game. We'll see who emerges here in this fourth quarter.
It's going to be a close finish in this one. See the Mount Ararat star Brandon Emerson still on the bench with 4 fouls. He probably will remain there for another minute or two.
Or more if the Eagles stay in front. That's the one thing. If they stay in front, they can keep him on the bench. Hankey, close, no. Leach skied for the rebound. Bit of trouble there, though. Keeps the ball, but the arrow will shift.
John Martin, nice job there. After the rebound, reach in without fouling to tie that one up. Earns himself a possession arrow change.
Every possession important here in a close game in the fourth quarter. Carter Bork. Byron on the line. It's a 2 if it goes, and it does.
Yeah, Byron likes that shot that he can dribble into. Left-hand dribble into that right-hand shot. Knocks down that jumper.
Cuts the gap in half. It's a 2-point game now. Hollenbach outside. Hankey. Taylor Been a dead eye from outside in the second half. John Martin got by Elliott. Oh, another nifty pass, but it won't matter. Player control foul first on John Martin. Let's take a look at the basket from Max Byron. That's cut the game to a 2-point gap.
Say left-hand dribble, fading to his left. Right-handed jump shot. Knocks it down, hand in his face too. That wasn't easy. Here on this other end, it was a nice dish off there by John Martin, but went careening into the defender afterwards to pick up the team control foul.
Third foul on Martin. 5 now on the team. The Eagles get the ball back off the miss. There's Martin again. Bork swats that out of bounds. Made sure it didn't get to Ty Henke.
Another defensive play there by Carter Bork. He's been a big defensive presence all day inside for the Bulldogs.
Sam Schaefer coming back in. A couple of threes in his return from injury. Can't play big minutes tonight, but he's been productive in the time that he has had, and he's in replacing rookie Elliott. Henke. Bork with him. Robertson. Back to Henke. Robertson trying to fake out Leach. Leach stuck to him. Deflected. Bork had it. Stebbins picked it up. Stebbins all the way to the baseline. A player control foul. Is that on Stebbins or team control on someone else? It was on Stebbins.
On Stebbins, reaching around with his offhand there along the baseline.
See if we can pick up that foul on Stebbins, the offensive foul.
He dribbles hard along the baseline. Uses that offhand around Taylor.
You can see the referee right there to make the call, too. Second on Stebbins. Carson Taylor, Bulldogs not giving him much space out time. They've likely learned their lesson on those outside shots. Henke underneath. And the foul called. It's on Carter Bork.
I have him for just 2.
It's just 2 on Bork, yeah. TJ Wilson about to come back in for Halldale. Ty Henke at the line. Mentioned Parker Bate, the golfer. Ty Henke, also part of that KVAC championship golf team. We'll get one more. See if he can drop down his second putt. Wilson in for Ian Stebbins. The sophomore 1 out of 2. 3-point lead from Ararat. Wilson around the screen for 3. Tie game.
Another offensive set executed by the Bulldogs. Wilson brings his defender one way, then uses the double ball screen back to the top of the key, knocks down a big pointer. We're tied up again.
When he's feeling it, he will let those shots go, and he's been feeling it lately. 22 against Carabec, and a big night tonight, too.
Brandon Emerson is at the scorer's table to check in here.
Locked at 51, Carson Taylor. Henke. Bork staring him down. Taylor in the corner, back to Henke. They'll swing it around to the left side. Wilson went for the steal. Holland back to the baseline. Henke off the iron. No. Bork the rebound. Almost dished that off. Robertson foul. Let's see that Wilson hit off the screen.
See Sam Schaefer again doing the little things in this one. As Wilson uses that ball screen. Shoots from the top of the key, knocks it down.
That's 6 fouls now on Ararat. The Bulldogs will shoot in the next one. And as you mentioned, Brendan Emerson, the junior, back in the game. He's playing with 4 fouls. We'll see if that's a factor. Bork shoots over Emerson. Rattles out. Taylor the rebound. Like the shot, though. Henke. Around a screen, return to Emerson. Off the glass, no. Wilson underneath for the rebound. Halldale trying to take the lead here. Byron, tough shot. Got it.
Yeah, stepped into that one with confidence. Knew his defender was right on him. Says, I'm going to take it anyway. Again, Byron off the dribble into his jump shot. Feeling silky smooth this afternoon.
Hollenbeck behind the back. Taylor. Don't give him any space outside. He'll exploit it. Hankey. Applied the brakes, kicked outside. There is Taylor behind the arc. Under 4 to go, halfway through this fourth quarter. There's a 3 on the way. Looked good by Hankey, just a bit offline. Shooting for the lead. Sam Schaefer. Wilson. Wilson fired that up. No position at all for Bork as he was boxed out well from Emerson.
And maybe a bit of a force there, although he's made some difficult shots.
Hollenbeck baseline. Bork there to meet him. Taylor. Bait for 3 in the lead. Got it! Kissed off the glass.
Banked it in from the top of the key. Parker Bate.
Big three-pointer last night against Morris. He's got an even bigger one now. Less than 24 hours later. He's given his team a 1-point lead. Keegan Charette got crossed up and moved the feet. Let's look at that Parker Bate 3 that's put Ararat in front.
His teammates were yelling for ball reversal. He gets it to Bate. High arc. Bank shot.
3 for number 3, the sophomore. He's giving that Eagles team a 1-point lead. Hollenbeck with Wilson. There's Bate again. Carson Taylor exploring options now, backed by the Bulldog logo. Pass underneath. It's an offensive foul. We'll say goodnight to Brendan Emerson.
Great job by Carter Bork. That's a smart basketball play right there, knowing that Emerson has 4 fouls. Gets himself in position. Even if he doesn't get the call, it's still a great gamble on the part of Bork to go for that 5th foul, and he gets it.
Let's see Bork right now.
Gets good position, really takes it right in the center of the chest. That's the right call. Nice job by the sophomore.
Going into this game, I thought for the Bulldogs to have a shot, they have to neutralize Brendan Emerson, and they've done more than that. And you can credit Carter Bork for that. Eagles still might win this contest, but the Bulldogs have given themselves a chance. Down just 1 here in the fourth quarter. Bork might give them the lead. Too strong, and Leach hustled but stepped on the end line. .2:27 to go. What a nail-biter we have. It feels like a tournament game. Should be a tournament game on the first Saturday. It wouldn't be one between these two teams. And a lot of heels if Halldale holds on. Or Halldale comes back, I should say. They haven't just won. Hankey outside, Hollenbeck. Hankey. He's a threat to shoot from distance. Parker Bates. He's the reason this Eagles team has the 1-point lead. Hollenbeck picked up. Under 2 to go. A timeout called by Dave Dubriel. He wants to talk it over with 1:54 to go.
So we're entering the end game situation here this afternoon. Under 2 minutes left. Close game. Mount Ararat nursing a 1-point lead. Coach wants a timeout to talk this one over.
How much clock do you try to kill here in this situation, do you think?
I'm not sure it's killing clock, but it's being patient. It's if we first good look we get, go ahead and take it. But shot selection is I'm sure what he's preaching right now. Let's take good shots. If they're available, go ahead and take them. We got the lead. But if not, let's work some offense.
54-53. You see the score. Foul situation looks like this. 7 fouls committed by Mount Ararat. So the Bulldogs shooting. Halldale has just committed just 3 fouls in this half.
Yeah, so if they get into a situation here in the last 2 minutes where they want a foul to send Mount Ararat to the line, they're going to have to do so 4 times. So you wonder how much, if Ararat can keep this lead over this next minute, I wonder how much time Halldale wants to come off of this clock before they initiate that 4-foul sequence.
That funny curse about discipline play in the fourth quarter. If you only picked up 3 fouls, you're behind. You now have to go and make up for lost time. Caps' Pizza Player of the Game, Ryan Ahern got it in the JV contest. Who will it be for the varsity game? We'll find out in about 1:54 of game time. So we'll name the Caps' Pizza Player of the Game for the Halldale High School Bulldogs. Winner gets a free 10-inch one-topping pizza from Caps' Pizza. I mentioned a 4-pizza game on a 4-pizza night on Monday with the Halldale Gardner girls squaring off. Caps' Pizza are a sponsor for both the Tigers and the Bulldogs.
Halldale got to dig in, get a defensive stop here.
Hollenbeck handling the basketball. Taylor to Hollenbeck. Ty Hankey looking for that first good look. Hollenbeck, the senior, goes baseline. Hankey.
You see the patience.
90 seconds to go. There's Bates underneath, hits. The sophomore off the bench has hit some big shots in this fourth quarter and restores a 3-point lead from Ararat.
Exactly what Coach wanted there. Patience, patience. First good look, take it, make it.
Bulldogs don't need to panic here, though. Don't necessarily need a three. There's a lot of time left. Down 3 points. Bork. Underneath, Leach hits the 2 over Brady Merrill.
A nice assist there by Carter Bork. Just a little bounce pass. Didn't try to force it in over the top. Made it a catchable bounce pass for Jackson Leach. He finishes. Back to a 1-point game.
Hollenbeck, 50 seconds to go. 56-55. You see the score, a 1-point lead for the Eagles.
See, pretty soon here, they're going to have to initiate the 4-foul sequence.
Tough shots. No good. Bulldogs get a break there with Merrill taking that.
Absolutely. Yeah, they want to pull that one back out.
As he was behind the backboard a bit. Would have been a great shot if he hits it. And he did come close, but this gives Halldale life. See if they run some time and call timeout. Set up that last shot. They go over the top to Bork and a Halldale lead.
Great execution again with an offensive set. Leads to an easy 2, and the Halldale lead.
Still time for Ararat, though. And they recover that 1-point lead. Jace Hollenbeck. Chris Ranslow takes a timeout. Got a fantastic finish coming up here in Farmingdale. 9.3 seconds to work as Jace Hollenbeck has put Ararat back on top by 1.
Yeah, tough dribble drive by Hollenbeck. Defender on his hip the whole way, but is able to finish with touch around the rim as we exchange this lead back and forth. Windshield wiper game right now, Rob.
Take a look at the Bulldogs. Alley-oop to Bork.
See another offensive set. Bork waiting at the elbow, waiting. TJ Wilson sets the good screen, and Wilson's defender fell asleep a little bit right there. Didn't keep his eyes on the ball. He was watching his defender set that screen. Carter Bork, good execution, finishes.
Let's see where the Bulldogs draw up now. Any intuition here, Coach Terrell, as far as where Halldale will go with 9.3 seconds left?
I think they go inside. I might try inside. If that's not there, then try to find Wilson on a kick out. I can't imagine Coach Ranslow wants a deep 3 here. Even though Wilson is a good 3-point shooter, I'm sure down just 1, Coach Ranslow wants to go inside to a combination of Bork and Leach.
Keep in mind the clock on your screen is official. We're synced up to the Halldale scoreboard, so we'll have a good look at a last-second shot here if it comes down to the Bulldogs getting it away. A little pressure now from Carson Taylor. Here's Wilson. Clock ticking, 6 seconds to go. Wilson still with it, outside. Throws up the shot and hits it! TJ Wilson wins it at the buzzer!
He banks it in!
It was a bit of a prayer, but the prayer answered.
So TJ Wilson comes off the double screen, set up high by Halldale. Another set executed as TJ Wilson proves me wrong. He says, we will take the deep shot here off of this inbounds play. I'll just go ahead and make it. Buzzer beater.
Let's take a look at the entire 9 seconds. We'll start at the baseline, and Wilson just gets the ball. And
little token pressure applied by Carson Taylor. Wilson starts left. He knows he's going to pick up a double screen here. Leaves a little space there, but for the help defender to come out on him. So he just barely finds enough space against Hollenbach to get that off. Banks it in. 1 second remaining.
Someone Ararat with a win last night late. They had a late layup with 18.7 seconds left from Brandon Emerson, but he had to watch the late stage of this game after fouling out. And TJ Wilson somewhat returns the favor even later. 1.8 seconds left to give the Bulldogs a 59-58 victory. 60-58 victory is the final score. So we'll take a look at these stats. We'll select our Captain's Pizza player of the game. We'll have it all for you in our post-game show coming up on Munzing Media.
Feel like cooking dinner? Call Captain's Pizza in Farmingdale. You can make the whole family happy with our award-winning pizza, sandwiches made on fresh baked bread, delicious nachos, or salads made to order. And don't forget the whoopie pies. We pride ourselves on fast, friendly service and an overall experience that's better than you might expect from a pizza place. So order Capsa's tonight. Pick it up, have it delivered, or enjoy our dining room. Give us a call at 582-0522 or enjoy the convenience of online ordering at capsaspizza.com.
Rob Kennedy, Brandon Terrell back here one more time at Halldale High School. The Halldale Bulldogs a 60-58 victory over Mount Ararat. A 2-point win with that bank shot at the buzzer by T.J. Wilson, giving them the victory tonight. Let's take a look at the Caps' Pizza player of the game. We could give that to T.J. Wilson, of course, for that last shot, but he's gotten it before. One guy who hasn't, who had a great game tonight, I think his best game that I've seen him play in a Halldale uniform, was Carter Bork. The big man had to be big tonight against Brandon Emerson, and he kind of took on the Mount Ararat Junior, and tonight really won that battle. Bork with a tremendous game tonight.
Yeah, fantastic job by the sophomore Carter Bork. Really a lot laid on his shoulders in this game because, as I mentioned, he's physically one of the only kids capable of challenging Henke and Emerson up high with their high release. He was able to play that defense all day long with only picking up 2 fouls. So he played smart, he played physical and aggressive. Just a fantastic job all around there by Carter Bork.
We'll take a look at Carter Bork, and this is the late stages that put the Bulldogs on top late.
Yeah, great execution here. Bork sells it, waits, has patience, then explodes to the rim, catches and finishes.
So 60-58 the final score. Let's look at the individual numbers tonight for both teams, and Brandon Terrell has those.
First for the visitors, Jace Hollenbach had 4 points. Parker Bate had 6 points. John Martin chipped in with 3 off the bench. Ryan Robertson had 4 points. Brady Merrill had 1. Ty Henke scored 11 points. Brandon Emerson had 11 points, but had to sit with foul trouble for a lot of the game. And Carson Taylor was tied for the game high with 18 points, including 4 made 3-pointers.
Pretty amazing, too, when you look at 11 points for Brandon Emerson and the limited role he played in this contest. You have to wonder what he could have done had he managed to stay in the game and play a bigger role, because he did some damage in the short amount of time he was in.
And again, Carter Bork, player of the game, he's the one who picked up that 5th foul on Emerson by getting himself in position, falling to the ground, and taking that charge, knowing that Emerson was playing with 4 fouls. He got Emerson out of the game for those last 2 or 3 minutes, and Halldale was able to pull it out.
For the Bulldogs?
For Halldale, Ian Stebbins had 7 points, Max Byron with 8, Ricky Elliott had 2, Jackson Leach added 4. Sam Schaefer was a big catalyst in this one. He was the unsung hero of the game. If we had awarded one of those, he did a nice job setting screens, taking charges, diving on the floor, doing the dirty work in his return from injury. Great job by the senior. He added 6 points. Then we had Carter Bork, player of the game, had 15 big points. All came from inside the paint. And tied for the game high, he was the team high, and none bigger than that final shot, the buzzer beater, 3-pointer. T.J. Wilson, you see it right here on your screens. Got just enough space to get that one off. Threw it up thinking, hey, I got to put this up because I've got Leach and Bork attacking the rim. Might have had a chance for a tip bag even if I missed that. But it banks in. You see the Halldale bench going nuts. Nothing better than a buzzer beater wrap.
Gotta love a buzzer beater. It's not tournament time, but that is a game fit for the Augusta Civic Center. Could have been a tournament contest. Both teams definitely played like it was a tournament game. And glad you joined us wherever you were. I hope you had as much fun watching it as Brandon and I did calling that contest. Carter Bork's 15, incidentally, is his season high, and a big part of why he did get that Caps' Pizza player of the game today. Probably career high for him as well, I would think. Well, that'll do it for us. Our next broadcast on Muncie Media, busy day on Monday. We'll start in the afternoon. Middle school action, Halldale Middle School taking on Winthrop. That's the afternoon contest. And we'll put them up on your screen right now. You'll see 1 and 2:30. And then we'll move on over to Gardner High School. The Halldale girls making the short trip to Tigertown. They'll take on Gardner. JV's at 5, Varsity at 6:30. Rob Munzing and Gary Verrill will give you all the action from over at Gardner High School in the Bergoli Gymnasium. That'll do it for us. Chris Wheeler on our camera today. I want to thank him. Rob Munzing doing all the production and replay work. And my broadcast partner, Brandon Terrell. Excellent work as always. A fun game to call today.
Yeah, absolutely. We don't get official tournament games to call this year, but that was just as exciting.
That was just as exciting as any tournament game you'd see. My name is Rob Kennedy saying goodbye from the Halldale High School Gymnasium, Penny Gym, and we'll see you on Monday. Final score here, 60-58. Halldale with a win over Mount Ararat and Munzing Media.